till the next D&D starts.
I think, because, like, literally, some people do need to touch grass, though, for real. Like,
honestly,
this is what I'm saying. This is why we should do a podcast, dude. Because I think we could kill it. We come up with fucking random shit to talk about on a whim.
I guess that's Fridays now until the next D&D.
Bro.
I just started it, too.
Podcast.
That's our next things, folks, until the next D&D.
'Tis the final episode of this D&D. All of the campaigns that we have had thus far.
Yay.
Therefore, the second, third, and fourth timelines will be no more after today.
Dang.
Whether or not they get a happy ending is all up to Haley.
Dang.
Recap. You guys redeemed Hayden last episode and fixed Kira's problem. And so there's only 2 other people other than Sephora left to redeem. Josie and Straw.
Cricket.
Josie!
Yosie. I like how y'all say it with the H. Like some like just perfect to joke with it.
H.
Oh, Yosie.
I just said Josie.
About the second.
I think it's very strong. It says Yosie.
Yeah. Yosie. It's because of his accent, but it's Josie,
It's
yeah.
just Strahd.
It's just Strahd.
It's funny, though.
Okay. You all have 2 days left to redeem both Josie and Strahd before the end of days. As you all went to sleep last night, Sabora,
Yes.
you had a dream.
Oh god.
Okay, you might want to pay attention to this one.
Do I need
This
to?
is really important. I mean, you might want to for lore's sake, but
Do I need to write anything down?
just think really hard.
Think while writing it down.
Anyway.
Okay. In this dream, you were in a barren cave, darkened, and the only reason you could see is due to your night vision. In the cave, you suddenly hear weeping. What do you do?
Go towards it.
Okay. You follow the source and notice a little boy with brown eyes and short black hair. He sobs and fails to notice as you approach. What do you do?
So we're in a cave. Okay. And he's just sitting there.
Crying.
Okay. She'll like slowly walk up, and she won't touch him yet. She'll be like, "Hello."
You notice the boy looks up at you as tears flood his eyes and he weeps. Who's there?
My name is Sabora. What's your name?
You notice that he seems to be unable to see in the darkness, but he's trying, even though he is a half-elf. He's struggling to see you. You asked him his name?
Yeah.
He seems a little more frantic, and he crawls over to your voice, and as soon as he finds you, he grabs onto you and holds you, and he cries, and he says, "Save me! I lost my way! Mother and father were fighting again, so I left to the fields to play, and then I saw a flower in the cave. I thought Mother would like it, but once I entered, I lost my way out, and I'm scared."
Okay. She'll like pick him up, and
when you pick him up, you feel and see that he looks malnourished.
Damn.
It almost looks as if he's been stuck here for a couple of days.
oh shit.
Would you like to try and lead him out of the cave?
Yeah.
Do a survival check for me.
I'll have to pull up her.
Feel like the jungle music playing.
Okay. I'm on face because I was looking at all their shit earlier.
Oh, you all what?
Fuck. Okay, survival. Ooh, she has a +6 and advantage to survival.
There you go.
Where'd she get that from?
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on, it'll tell me. Hunter's Bane, so it's from, thingy. Blood Hunter. Okay. Ooh. 13.
Perfect. You lead him straight out of the cave.
Great.
Yay!
as you do, you see a city in the distance. Not too far off, you see the light from it billowing off the city.
Uh-huh.
And after you do, you finally see the little boy. And he looks at you fully and smiles. And he says, "You're my savior! You said that your name was Sebora?
Yeah.
My name is Prince Strahd von Zarovich. Next in line for the Barovian throne. Next in line for the Barovian throne. Well, maybe. Father tells me I'm unworthy with every bruise I have and scar I manage, so I don't know if that will happen anymore. But I have a little brother now. Mother dotes on him a lot, and father seems to favor him all the while I'm just... And you hear a crow caw. And Strahd flinches, and he says, "I'm just there." And he sighs.
Aww.
And I want you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Damn, natural 20.
Nice. You notice a bunch of scars and bruises across his back.
Aw.
And he smiles and says, "But I love my brother, Sergei. He shares his toys with me, and he cares about me and wonders where I am. I wonder if he's worried about me right now."
Oh.
And would you like to say anything to him?
I do, but I gotta think. What was the first half of what he said?
Okay, I'll repeat it for you. I'll repeat the whole thing for you.
Okay.
It says, "You're my savior. Your name's Sabora, right? I'm Prince Strahd von Zarovich, next in line for the Barovian throne. Well, maybe. Father tells me I'm unworthy with every bruise I have and scar I manage, so I don't know if that will happen anymore. But I have a little brother now. Mother dotes on him, and father seems to favor him all the while I'm just there. But I love my brother Sergei. He shares his toys with me, and he cares about me and wonders where I am. I wonder if he's worried about me right now."
Do I know that this is a dream?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'll do that.
To determine it.
Damn, another 20.
Damn, Haley!
Half of you wants to believe this is a dream, but half of you feels like this is very real.
Okay.
And Strahd never really talked much about his childhood,
Yeah.
mainly because he doesn't remember much of it because of the centuries that he has been Strahd von Zarovich, the first vampire.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since he's been this little boy.
Okay.
But Arcana-wise, you don't feel like this is the kind of magically that a dream would feel.
Yeah.
Because you feel the Arcana go into your very body that this place gives off. And you feel the Arcana exit your very soul as you stand here.
Right.
So it feels like you are here.
Dang. That's crazy.
You're crazy! You're crazy!
After he finishes saying that, she'll kind of kneel down to his height and she'll pet his head a little bit and say, "You're very worthy, Strahd."
Oh. He smiles at you and he says, "You think so?"
I know so.
I know.
And as you say that, you see a large group of ravens coalesce at your location. As they dive forward toward the ground, as one, they suddenly become a woman.
Fuck you.
Mommy
Her
dearest.
long black hair and darkened outfit and pale complexion stare upon you as she looks you up and down and then looks to Strahd and says, "Child, I have asked one thing of you in this life, and that is to live a quiet life and make no problems. But you failed to accomplish even that. You prove, yet again, your uselessness. I have told you, if you continue this path of discontent, your future will be shrouded by death, evil, and hatred. You will be destined for failure and wickedness. The crows have foreseen it, and if you further this path, I will eliminate you where you stand. But, for now, come." Sergei worries for the useless oxygen you waste in your lungs. And she turns to you, Sabora, and then turns her back to you.
Damn.
And says,
I kill her.
And she says, "You waste your time on a useless child such as he. He cannot be saved."
Damn.
And you see Strahd. Little baby Strahd looks sad at you, Sabora, and you see his mom grab his wrist. And just as soon as they were here, they disappear into ravens, and they go off.
My dearest.
And then you suddenly hear a voice. I want you to make a history check.
History. It's going crazy, Haley.
Good thing I have advantage of that too.
I'm a killer.
Oh. Whatever 17 plus 8 is.
It's higher than 20.
So, I, as Mary, am not sure if your character has heard the Watcher before. But,
I don't think so.
if she has not, you remember the way Faith has described the Watcher.
Yeah.
And this sounds like the Watcher speaking to you.
Okay.
And he says, now this is the important part. An ill-fated boy, due to the choices of his abusive father and misguided mother. His father wanted to improve him with every hit, hoping the harm could reinforce some good and reshape him.
No.
All it did was form scars that would never heal and ideals that could never change. His mother meant well at first. She wanted to give him the chance to avoid his fate, but she found it an impossible task and moved on to the next child, unaware that it was she and her husband's every word and action helping to make the monster he would be.
Damn.
And you see your vision before you begin to fade, and your mind descends into slumber once more as the voice continues. But the boy's wife, however, she sees him not as she wants him to be, nor does she want to change him into something he isn't. She sees him as he is, and she has the chance to save him. Go to him. This is your only chance. You'll know where to go. And you awaken.
Oh.
Aww.
As you awaken Sabora, you see you are in a empty bed, and there's a letter laying beside you.
Okay, first, what time is it?
Would you like to check before you look at the letter?
Yeah.
Okay. It's morning on the first day.
Okay.
First of the 2 days.
Yeah.
48
hours.
48 hours of
6
rain.
a.m.-ish.
Okay, so it's pretty early.
Yeah. I'm going to put what the Watcher said in Discord, and I'm going to put this letter in Discord as well.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I could not write that.
Yeah. You pick up the letter and you read it, and it says, Sabora, I love you. I love you endlessly and would love to spend the rest of our never-ending lives together, but I cannot be the person that Cerberus wants me to be. It is not possible. I tried for centuries to be what everyone wanted me to be, and it ended up with me being fueled by corruption, darkness, and devastation. The one thing I had loved and lived for, I killed because of this obsession, and I cannot do that with you. I will try to find another way. I will try to renegotiate with Cerberus. I will figure something out in these 2 days, then after you can forget me, you all can. I will not let you die for my failures. I will not let any of you die for my failures. So all I can give you is I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you, all of you. If I could go back to the day that we met and prevent you from ever beholding me, I would, because I am not of worth and do not deserve your love. Perhaps, though, in another universe where I am worthy, we are together, endlessly and forever, but that is not this life, I fear. I am sorry I could not bid you farewell face to face, but I could not chance you talking me out of what I know is right and fair. So while I am gone, know all I do, all I think about, and all I love is you. I am sorry, my love, my life, I am sorry. Yours until the end, Strahd.
That is so fucked up.
Shut the fuck up.
And it hurts so much more after that dream.
Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Get this man. Let's go get this man.
Discord.
Oh my god.
Go get this damn man, motherfucker.
Fucking hurts different.
This is a long one. I'll
Motherfucker.
put it in important info, even though this is the last session.
It is very important.
It's so important, girl.
I'll also put what the Watcher said.
Thank you.
Motherfucker. Get your ass over here. For that.
The second part is what the Watcher said.
Yeah.
And I'll let you guys observe that, and then you can figure out what you want to do.
So you're observing, so I'm, I guess, sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently you're the only one that knows that he's missing, so.
I shall chill here with my existing characters.
Well, you're gonna be sitting there for a second because I'm reading over this again.
That's fair, girl. Get this motherfucker!
What's sadder is that he was in that cave for days,
I know he was, because he's
That is so
malnourished,
sad.
and
bro.
his parents didn't come to look for him.
He's malnourished.
And the only reason that they even found him was because you got him out of the cave,
Yeah.
and also because Sergei wanted to find him.
Bruh.
Because Sergei cared about him better.
I write such a good villain.
Bro, I'll fucking know where to go. Where am I gonna go?
Okay, you gotta find him.
Oh my god.
The
Okay.
cave.
She's like going through motions. She's like, oh my god. Oh my god. She's like looking out the window, laying on the bed.
She's
The
like,
bed
oh.
is cold, so you do think it's been a while since he's left.
Oh,
So,
fucker.
oh my god. She fucking folds the letter back up and puts it in a pocket. I don't
Looking
know.
Sabora for like the second time, trying to find her husband. Like, where the fuck did you go this time, bitch?
Fucker.
She'll like, she's not gonna make a huge ruckus, but she's gonna like kind of run down
You know,
the
like,
hallway.
you know, like the really fast walk.
Yeah. Like fast walk, but quiet fast walk.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go straight to your room.
Okay, you come up to Josie's door, which is closed.
Yeah. Is it locked?
You can try to open it. It's gonna be unlocked.
Okay, she comes in and she's like,
Josie's like,
Josie.
Josie's awake. It's funny. She's just sitting on like at the desk, and you come up behind
She probably
her.
forgot, so she's doing it
You
anyway.
come up behind her, just shake her violently in the seat, and Josie's like, "What's going on?
Strahd is gone.
What?"
We gotta go find him. He left me this letter. Fucking
You hear the crumpling of paper. She grabs it and reads it, and she's like, "Okay, so do you have any idea where he could have gone?"
well, I had a dream, and the Watcher said that I'll know where to go, but I don't know where to go.
Tell me the dream.
I recount the dream to you.
And she's like, "How about that cave where you found him? Maybe?"
Wasn't that in Barovia, though?
Was there anything in the dream that was actually in real life? I mean, the Raven Queen's castle was existent, but the third timeline
Wasn't that in the Shadowfell?
Shadowfell's been
I'm not giving you
Shadowfell's
anything.
been eaten.
I'm giving
Do
you
we-
everything.
Do we know?
of
Do we know the Shadowfell's been eaten?
Yes, it has.
Okay, so everything but our timeline.
Everything but Earth ending CERBERUS in the fourth timeline
Well,
has been ate.
can't be the Raven Queen's castle because
It's gone.
yes.
I mean Barovia, because it's gone.
There was a cave on the third timeline where we met fucking Abaddon.
Yeah, that's true. There was a it was on Nyx.
Yeah, it was on
because we were
Nyx,
hanging
it was
out
on
So
Nyx.
we'll have to go there.
Let's go
where he
there.
originally
Yeah, let's-
fucking threw himself into the void.
So
Abaddon.
honestly, like Josie's like, we should go there first since it's also really close by too.
Yeah.
We both speed off like a speed of light.
We're just like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
We don't even have to run. We can just teleport
You
there.
guys
Yeah.
go there.
You know?
Yeah,
Okay, you go there.
we go there.
We go in.
We go in the cave.
Okay, make a perception check.
I was moving so fast. It's
Oh
funny.
my god, that's your dice.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So I need to go to Josie's shop.
Um,
I'm gonna roll anyway.
14 perception check.
Okay.
15 for me.
You guys see movement within the cave.
We go check it out! What's the lowest thing that happened? Fucking assassination? Like, bitch, you can just grab him and throw him.
Make a deck save. Both of you.
Both of us? 20 fucking 1.
18.
Okay. You guys see a bunch of bats fly at your face, and you
what
guys
the
go,
fuck?
"Ah!" But y'all dodge it successfully. The bats fly
I imagine
away.
Yoshi's dodge just turning to mist.
Now that you're here, though, there's nothing else in the cave.
God damn it. One of those bats was actually Strahd. I'm just kidding.
He would be such a horrible
Was it? Was it actually a bat? It was
Check.
Can I
How do I check that?
How do I check?
Arcana?
Oh, okay. Move your dice out of the way.
Bro, you rolled me onto a 3.
I got a 14.
Well, good thing I have advantage.
Wait.
Whatever 14 plus 8 is.
Not straw.
22.
Just bad.
Dang it.
Ooh, should we ask Sarah?
No, this is not a Sarah problem. This is a me problem. But you're also mommy, so you're helping.
Well, Sarah might know something about their past together. Because he has Sergei's memories. Oh, shit.
Okay, we'll go, but you ask, and I think of other places he could go.
Okay. Sorry. No, I imagine they both go to Sarah's room.
Maybe you should re-look at that letter.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Go look at it.
Gave you a couple options of places he'd go.
Alright.
Did he really?
Yeah, at least one.
He's going to go to Cerberus. Cerberus.
How the
Cerberus.
fuck did you do that?
How do we get close to Cerberus, bro?
The mirror in my realm?
Yeah, actually, you still kind of have it.
Yeah, I do have that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to my realm.
Let's go.
Okay, you go to your realm.
I go to the Cerberus mirror.
You go to the Cerberus mirror.
Cerberus.
Maybe wait here, just in case.
So she's like, are you sure? I don't think it'll be...
I mean, if something happens, I don't know.
You actually see Cerberus in the mirror.
Oh.
I guess they're both
He
looking.
appears before
I guess they're
you.
both looking.
Cerberus, have you seen Strahd?
Yes,
When and where and what did he say?
last night.
Uh-huh. What did he say?
He said something about renegotiation.
Okay. What'd you say?
No.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I think.
He was not here when he did that, though. He just prayed to me.
Okay.
And I don't know where he went.
In another universe.
Yeah, really.
He went to another universe.
He's actually gonna be in the next camp. Just kidding. So he doesn't know where he is.
Anything else you want to tell me before I go?
Yes.
TikTok.
Okay.
You have 36 hours.
Thanks.
Thanks, Cerberus. I know that. I'm acutely aware of that.
He disappears.
he
There goes he. So Cerberus. It's Cerberus. Uh-huh.
That's the only thing that you'll find in the letter.
Oh, okay.
What about from what the Watcher said?
The Watcher said you'd know.
Eventually.
2.
Well, it's not going to be our castle because that's way too obvious. He wouldn't go there if he knows.
He's actually hiding in plain sight. That's just the best technique anyone could do. Think of the cave. Do we know where, I guess, his mother was buried at all or something?
I think we fucking disintegrated her. I don't think
You guys did kill her, yeah.
For...
Actually, Abaddon killed her, but he absorbed her.
Yeah, same difference, honestly.
Is there any places you remember being with Strahd that are important?
I'm trying to think.
Like anywhere... Barovia's gone. So,
Yeah,
so
Barovia's
we
gone.
ain't got no
Right?
Barovia.
Barovia's gone. And the place that he, grew up in is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Earth is gone. Third timeline's Earth is gone. Is Barovia existent again? Can we... I'm just kidding. Let's see. We tried the cave where he first went. Goodbye. Sorry.
Can't believe that horror.
What about that whack ass place where no one can reach, even the gods, in the second timeline?
So for each place that you go to that's wrong, I'm gonna dock off an hour.
Okay. Shit.
Okay. So you did Cerberus and you did the cave. So
Yeah.
we'll say that's 2 hours, so it's 8 a.m.
Let's ask Sarah.
Okay.
Just
She'll teleport us like outside of his room, and then you could go and talk.
Jesse
to him.
knocks. I bet Sabor's like standing here with the most pondering face behind Jesse.
Saren with his hair all fucking natted and fucking icky. He opens the door and he's like,
Can you tell us a few places that, I guess, Sergei, you remembers of, I guess, being with Strahd at, if it still exists?
Strahd's missing. We need to find him. She says it.
Yeah, she says in the dialogue.
He closes the door and then he changes and he comes out and he wanders down the hall and he gestures for you guys to follow him.
We follow.
We follow.
And he walks to Gerland Towers, through the mirror, to Gerland Towers' lab. And he goes on her computer and he starts looking up stuff. And he says, so... And he kind of falls asleep and he's like, so, I noticed...
You're really bent out of shape about this.
He's like, it's a running theme for Strahd. He runs away when things get tough.
The dream.
The game. Shut up.
He says, so I was looking up stuff previously about the merge of the third timeline to the second, and seeing the intricacies of all of that. And I was looking at the overlays between the connections of the second timeline and the third timelines, and if there were any similarities.
Yeah.
He says, so while there isn't technically huge similarities, I noticed one thing. There is a city called Sardova. And I looked into it because when I was scouring across all of the cities and places, it seemed familiar. And I went there and I looked, and it almost looks like the Barovia that was on the third timeline. Except for obviously it's Sardova, not Barovia.
Yeah.
But it's as if it was this spitting image, and he's still like on the computer looking stuff up. And he
Zoom in
says,
on Google.
He says, so, I mean, if every other place that you probably already checked, otherwise you wouldn't have woke me up, failed, he might be there. I don't know how we would know about it, but I mean, maybe he saw me researching. He's been hanging out with me a lot.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably where, if he's thinking about shitty unworthiness.
Prison himself again.
It was a weird noise.
Oh.
I was scared. I was like, what you seeing?
He says, I don't know though. He says, I mean, did he leave you a note or anything?
He left me this letter.
Chink.
You got anything else?
The Watcher said, well, I had a dream and then the Watcher said I'd know where to find him.
What was the dream?
She recounts the dream to him.
After roll.
So that's why I checked the cave that he threw himself into the Abaddon portal in, but he wasn't there. There was just a bunch of bats. And then we go talk to Cerberus, because he was going to talk to Cerberus, and then Cerberus was like, I said no. And I don't know where he is now. And I'm like, thanks, Cerberus, you're not helpful.
He says, wait, you had a dream where you saved him from a cave.
That's why I went to that one.
And you saw our mom.
Yeah.
Did you see our dad?
No.
Probably
Right?
for the best.
No.
Yeah, you didn't. This is probably for the best. Where was the cave? Before you say anything, he says, was it outside of the city?
Yes.
How old was he?
He was baby. He was little.
He was little, that's all you know. He goes, okay.
But you were old enough to ask for him when you were circuit.
Yeah, I think he almost looks confused as he's talking to you. He's like, well, he was in there for a few days, you think?
Uh-huh. He was malnourished.
He almost looks like he's remembering something.
Uh-huh.
And he says, I remember when I was really little, like little, there was a couple days where he was gone. And I didn't know where he went, but then suddenly one day he came back.
Uh-huh.
And he looked a little sick, but, you know, I was like, what, 6? I don't know. But that's weird. Keep that in mind, I guess. But yeah, we can go to Sardova and see if maybe he's there. I don't know if there's a cave or anything like that there, but we can check.
Okay.
Let's go.
Unless he might be in the cave. I don't know. He looks at the coordinates and everything. He's like, okay, come. He teleports you guys because he's a
All of us just having the ability to just inherently teleport
Yeah.
everywhere is the
Just go wherever we want.
Okay. You guys are on the outside of the city of Sardova. And as you look here, even you all, though you had the warped vision of Barovia, you can tell how similar this looks to Barovia.
fucking whiplash, bro.
Except for it looks almost peaceful. And it looks stunning as you stare at it
If
from afar.
Barovia was not fucking
No.
cursed. Like,
Yeah.
This looks it looks like such a beautiful and lively city compared to the Barovia you all were in.
it's nice.
And Sabora, as you remember to your dream, it looks just as lively as it did back then.
Damn.
And you also notice, just as Saren does, that even the mountains, the caves, and valleys surrounding it almost look identical.
Damn.
And Saren looks surprised.
Everyone's
as
like,
he looks around and almost mystified. He's like in a trance staring at this place, and he says, it looks so similar. And he waits for you guys on what you're gonna do.
so should we find that cave that you saw in your dream?
Yeah, we should probably find a cave.
Okay. You wander around the city, like the outskirts, trying to find a cave.
Yeah.
And you don't see one around the outskirts, but I want you to make a perception check.
All of us?
Just Sabora, because she is the one to notice this.
Well, I got a 7.
Whee!
I'll give you advantage because you kind of already know what you're looking for.
Love
That's
it.
good.
Love your.
18.
Hey!
So, Straw, you remember, little Straw, told you that he was in a valley looking for flowers for his mom to make her feel better.
Yeah.
And while you don't see a cave, you do see a glittering and glowing bright purple hyacinth. And once you notice it, you notice another in the distance. And another, and it makes almost a trail. Would you like to follow it?
I do.
You follow it, and it's not exactly where the cave in your dream was placed, but the view almost looks identical. And as you follow to the cave, you see the entrance. Do you enter? Okay. Do you enter?
Yeah.
Okay. You all enter, and as you enter the cave, unlike before Sabora, you cannot see. Seemingly, this darkness here is magical.
Damn.
So I need you specifically to make a history check to see if you remember where young Strahd was.
Josie just
check.
like touches her staff on you so she can just follow you.
Well, I could just grab your hand.
That's shoes. Cool.
Bruh. It was history, right?
Yeah.
My highest was 11.
That should be fine.
It's above 10.
You seem to wander around, and you go to where you remember young Strahd, and you suddenly hear a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "How did you know I would be here in this spot? Only one person knows this place, this spot, and where I'd be. I don't remember her name, but I remember her." And he goes silent. And you hear shuffling in the darkness, and it suddenly dispelled.
Uh-huh.
And you see Strahd's red eyes glow before you in this cave of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice the whites of his eyes are red and watery as he looks at you and says, "Were you there?"
Yeah. If you think I was, I must have been.
I want you to Arcana check with advantage.
Okay.
You're set
So
back
double advantage because I already have it.
4 times, bro.
Okay, that's not gonna.
I'm laughing.
That's not gonna.
I'm gonna cry, Haley.
14.
Okay. In your mind, you almost hear something in you, as if it's the Watcher but not, say, "It is you but not you. Your past, except not your past."
Ah, someone else's past.
If you would like to contact the Watcher, you can.
Reincarnation.
Arcana again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe reincarnated.
Maybe. Mary's gonna give her some more lore.
Some more lords. You were actually some crazy.
The last fucking episode, we get more Sabora lore. 24.
You contact the Watcher, and you hear almost a chuckle.
What the fuck?
Bitch, what the fuck?
Bitch, what the fuck?
What the fuck do you mean, Kobe Bryant?
Stop!
And the Watcher basically goes, and says, "You are an anomaly." Yes.
Wow, look at
Bro!
you.
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
And the Watcher explains, a demon hell princess whose mother is Glacia, granddaughter of Asmodeus, and like 3 different types of god, and you thought you were not an anomaly?
I
have bigger things to think about.
Yeah.
The Watcher says, anomalies are a part of me, as I've stated previously. They are a part of me. I am the one that places them on the timeline. You are a part of me, and I choose where to place you and my other anomalies on the timeline and when. So,
Welcome to the club.
in a sense,
Yeah, really.
in a sense, in the situation you're thinking about, that is you, but you from another life. It is not reincarnation. It is your soul. It is you. But I took your soul when it died in that life. I took it, and I put it here. And when you'll die in this life, I'll take it, and I'll put it somewhere else. And that is how my anomalies work. In every lifetime, though your name may be different, you are Sabora. That does not change. Because when you die, you come back to me. And I take you and I put you back.
Dang.
It is different for everyone else who dies, but you specifically, you do not die like that. I won't let you. And the Watcher explains more specifically. In the circumstance you were thinking about, I had placed you specifically, upon looking at the timelines, closer to Strahd. Because I foresaw the future in which you and him would meet again. And I wanted you to have the full context. So, in every lifetime where Strahd existed, you were there to get him out of that cave.
Sick.
If you would not have been there, he would have died.
Damn.
No.
So I changed the timelines.
Nice.
Because I decided that a timeline in which Strahd von Zarovich is in it is better than one without him.
Aww.
Aww.
Because I have seen the futures, and I see what happens if you never meet him.
Yeah.
And if you never meet him, this world wouldn't have made it this far. And the Watcher says, you cannot remember all of your previous, we'll call it expenditures, your previous, I guess, lives, but you can see pieces. This one I gave you to try and help you in this situation. Because without understanding why Strahd von Zarovich is the way he is, you will not save him. From the foundation, he feels he is unworthy to be alive. Because that is what his parents from the day he was born have made him feel. Saying that you are worthy will not change that. That is why I showed you this. Because you have to have a different tactic. You have to prove it somehow. You have to show him that through his actions, he is worthy. And the Watcher says, since you only have 2 days left, if any of you or your people need me, you know how to reach me.
Okay.
Maybe easier for anomalies than not, but...
Right.
To put this in the most obvious way possible, the entire Curse of Strahd crew, everyone who went to Barovia, is an anomaly.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
I placed you all there.
Damn, son.
And as much as Lathander has said that he switched half of your paths, like Josie's, to find Lucian, that isn't true. I did that. Because I saw the course of events, and I saw where there was a gap, and I saw where there would be an end of times, and I avoided all potential end of times by putting each of you there. That is why the timeline crews and all of you exist. Not all of you are anomalies, but Curse of Strahd crew is. Every single one of you.
Dang.
It is not a coincidence that you are all together. It's not a coincidence that you are family, and it's not a coincidence that you stay together, because in every time that I have put you on the timelines before, you've been together. Luna, Saren, you, Josie, even Leon, all of you. I put you on timelines. This is not the first time that you have done this very thing and saved the world, and it probably won't be the last.
Let's be free.
But this lifetime, this chance, could be the last. The last one. the last time you all will have to save the world. This will be it. And it all comes down to you. So I'm trying to give you as much of a chance as I can.
Thank you.
And time is frozen, by the way.
That's good.
As he speaks to you.
Actively wasting hours.
Yeah. He says, I'm trying to help you as much as I can because I know the burden that I have put on every single one of your shoulders. Because I feel it.
Thanks, dude.
Because you are me. And I am you. And, so in married terms, without being all poetic, essentially that means Curse of Strahd crew has been the heroes of timelines for millennia, like since the world was created.
That's crazy.
You guys have been heroes.
You're tired.
But you don't remember those lives.
Yeah,
so
our souls are tired.
Our souls are tired.
But the thing is that means that the Watcher has been saving the timeline through you guys over and over and over again.
Bitches would just stop destroying the damn timeline every 2 seconds.
Because it's never peaceful, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that can destroy the world after Cerberus, is essentially is what the Watcher told you.
Yeah.
He says there may be problems that you'll have to resolve, but there's never going to be an issue like Abaddon or Cerberus or Zare again.
Good.
Because there's no chain reaction to cause that.
Fucking bitches.
Like, there's no one so evil out there that y'all couldn't snuff out power level wise that you are right now.
After all this shit.
Yeah. There's no one there to fuck with you because y'all are like, y'all are quite literally like the Avengers, okay?
How do you deal with somebody who's fucking fought like
Well, that's why there's less villains now too, because y'all are like the Avengers, like, oh yeah, we come from all the timelines, bitch. Like, we'll beat your ass. And there's so many of you guys, and you fought so many villains that you guys are basically the folk heroes of the timelines. So every time that you have been on the timeline previously, including the one in which you saved Strahd, has all led up to you guys being here in this moment as Sabora, Saren, Josie, and Luna, though she's dead, right?
Sorry.
But that had a reason too.
Yeah.
Right? All of it had a reason. But, which is so cool as Mary, okay? It's cool to think about if you're thinking about it. Because that means in your past life, Sabora, you met Strahd.
Yeah.
That also means that you guys have lived multiple lives before that. You can ask more questions, because actually, Mary and the Watcher has answers for every question that you're going to ask.
Mary, this feels like a callback to one of those stories you were writing.
It should feel like a callback to fucking Love Between Fairy and Devil, because it should be.
Well, because I remember, like, a long time ago, you, I'm pretty, either you were writing this story, you had a concept for this story, or you read this story, but this girl and her man would always reincarnate at the same time, but they would not, or maybe they might not, but they'd always be, like, overlapping a little bit.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I did a screenwriting proposal for my screenwriting class, and it was about a girl who would reincarnate and always remember him, and they were cursed.
Yeah.
She would always remember him, but he wouldn't remember her,
Yeah.
and in each timeline she wanted to save him
Yeah.
in order to protect him, but he kept dying.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And so she'd
have to wait to die,
yes,
and then try again.
or kill herself and then get there, kind of thing, yeah. It is a similar
Let me
concept.
bring that shit back.
Let me pull this out of the back of my brain.
It's a similar concept, except for obviously Strahd is not an anomaly.
And not
he was meant to
repeatedly
be
dying.
here. No, but he could have died.
Yeah.
But you prevented that because the Watcher decided that Strahd was worthy of living, which is a whole other conversation that you could totally ask the Watcher about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mary's like, please ask.
You could also ask the Watcher something along the lines of whether you would or not. I'm going to answer it as Mary, actually.
Okay.
Because I thought about this one, too. The souls in which are not anomalies that you guys have tied yourselves to.
Yeah.
So, like, Curse of Strahd crew and, like, being, like, Archeon, for example, for Leon, and Shanran, whatever. These souls are people in which you all have met in your past lives. Whether all of them or not, you don't know, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're people that you've had strong bonds with in your past lives. Past cycles of being on this planet. Now, their reincarnation is very different from y'all's.
Yeah.
Because their souls are the same, yeah, but their personalities can be very, very different.
Ours just like.
But your souls start basically right where they left off.
Yeah.
So let's imagine like a soul journey, okay? Let's imagine in this lifetime you start out as very narcissistic and you have the soul journey of starting to become less narcissistic. If you die when you're starting to become less narcissistic, your next life will start less narcissistic and then continue to go towards selfless.
Josie, what the fuck
So that
did you
means
go
that for Sabora, for example, how she started this life very sadistic and evil.
Yeah.
Now she's starting to go more towards like hero.
Yeah.
Which means that when she ended her last life, she ended that life sadistic and evil.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas like Archeon, for example, he has the same arc over and over and over again, unless he learns the lesson from it, then he has another like a different one. You know what I mean? So y'all being anomalies, your souls remember everything that you've been through.
Yeah.
Everyone else's souls don't remember shit.
It's like
Okay.
it's not a blank slate every time. for it.
Exactly.
What the fuck did they go through, motherfuckers?
Because you guys are watchers. Basically, you are the watcher, which means you are time eternum.
Damn.
Yeah, which is so cool. I know I did that. I my brain on this fucking. I killed it. I killed it this episode.
You can tell the creators like, hey, we're time eternum. They're gonna be like,
I mean, we did figure that out a while ago too.
Y'all figured out some of it, but you didn't know that all of you in Curse of Strahd crew were anomalies.
Yeah.
Because you knew that the Rydens were, and that you knew that the Ildashires were, but you didn't know anyone else. But yeah, all of Curse of Strahd crew is anomalies.
That's wild.
Which means that you saved Strahd in your past
And now
life.
you gotta save.
But that
him
also
again.
means that Strahd's soul was tight with your soul in your previous lives, because you've met twice over.
Yeah.
So if you've met 2 different lives, y'all must have been homies.
Yeah.
Y'all must have been soulmates.
Aw.
Dream soulmates.
Oh.
For y'all to keep meeting over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought it was cute.
It is cute.
It is cute.
Anyway, the Watcher says, if you have any more questions, you know where I am.
Okay.
And time resumes.
Wow.
Now you gotta save him again, girl.
But Strahd does ask you, he says, "What, are you there?"
Yeah.
In a way.
That's the best way to honestly explain it.
He looks at you for a moment, and he looks a little sad as he looks at you.
Why sad?
And you see his eyes well up in tears. But he turns from you and he wipes his face. And he turns back to you and says, "You should not be here."
Bitch, shut up.
Why?
Because I left you a letter.
I know, I got it.
Then why are you here?
Because you're my husband. You're my man. I want you with me.
Yeah, bitch. For reals.
But we're all going to die because of me.
Well, I mean, if we are gonna die, I'd rather spend the time with you than alone.
But I won't let you die. I'll fix it.
Strahd, I already spoke to Cerberus.
Okay, I'll figure something else out. Okay? Cerberus is just being a little bitch. Okay? I'll figure something else out.
Hold on.
Open up the dock again, bro.
on, I gotta read the
What
letter.
a sad boy, bro.
I know.
You're just over here not worthy enough. You gotta give him examples. Examples.
It's all been like coming down to this. It's almost like I've had Strahd's backstory for a long time.
Too bad.
It's almost like he doesn't talk about it though, so I've never had this opportunity. But now he has to talk about it.
But now he has no choice but to now. He has no choice to expose his trauma to us.
Except for he didn't spill anything about his mommy.
No, he did not.
No, we didn't suppose it.
Motherfucker!
Saren actually grabs you, Josie, and pulls you out of the cave.
Yeah, Josie was already on her way out. Josie was already on her way out with
already
him.
on her way out.
And he actually takes you to the city, and he's like, let's look around the city.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
And he shows you around it, and he explains that this is where this was, and this is where that is.
Josie's listening. She is. She's actually
like, I know, I was in.
Well, no, she wasn't. It's more like she doesn't know, but she's letting Saren ramble.
It doesn't look like your Barovia.
Yeah.
Like when he tells you that things were here, and this was that was that, you're like, huh.
Josie's probably asking questions too, like, so what was that?
Because you'll see
before?
similar buildings, for sure. You'll
Yeah.
be like, the infrastructure looks similar, the way it's all formatted. But this city is a place of hope,
No.
not despair.
Josie's probably asking Saren questions too, like, what was that?
He looks happy
Oh.
to be here. He looks almost ecstatic
Oh.
as he looks around. You almost see tears in his eyes
Oh. Baby.
as he, too, wipes his face just like Strahd. Anyway, Strahd.
What was the last thing he said again?
You shouldn't be here.
Cerberus is a bitch.
Oh, yes. Cerberus is a bitch.
Oh my god. Strahd, I...
No.
Sorry.
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't.
Shut up!
Stop! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
She'll hug him.
Aw, what a baby.
She can't... If player can't find the words.
He seems a little, I almost embarrassed since you said that you were the woman that saved him in a way.
Oh.
Because it feels like that is something that he didn't want you to know.
Yeah.
It almost feels like his childhood and the shit that he dealt with his parents is something that the only person in this universe that knows that is Sergei.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that because you know it,
Uh-huh.
it makes him feel uncomfortable.
No.
Well, he's gonna feel uncomfortable.
It makes him feel naked.
Well, he's gonna have to
feel very...
Well, he's gonna be like that, and I don't give a shit, because he needs to go through it, motherfucker.
As she's hugging him, she won't let him go, by the way, if he tries to pull away. She's like, I know how your mom treated you, Strahd.
He whimpers.
Aww.
Maybe not all of it, but your parents should not have treated you the way that they did.
Oh.
You did not deserve to be made to feel worthless, to feel like someone else was more important than you, or forgotten about.
Oh.
He sniffles.
And I don't want you to feel like any of those things are true, because they're not.
Oh.
I have done awful things, Sabora.
I know.
I have done things that one cannot simply be forgiven for. Redemption is not for someone like me. I've lived for more than centuries. I've lost count of how many years I have been alive. Alive is putting it lightly, I suppose. Let's say in a living hell. I remember everything that I did when I was in Barovia. every soul that I killed, every time that I tortured Irina for yet another year, yet another life, yet another lifetime. All of it. And there's not an excuse. There's not an I'm sorry. Because she is dead. Completely. And that felt like a release for her. And that is pitiful. Because I felt like that
Right.
with my parents. I felt like I was a prisoner and that death would be better than being with them. And I did the very same thing to her. I was no better than them. But more than that, the way they treated me, the way that they did me, caused me to be blinded by everything and think that for some reason it was a good idea to kill Sergei. And I don't know if it was because Imani got to me at the right time. I don't know if it's because something in me was jealous and I wanted to kill him because I wanted to be loved. I don't know. But I know that that is not something that can be forgiven. Saren can forgive me. But he can forgive me because he is not Sergei, not completely. He did not feel my blade in his chest. He did not feel the way I felt when I felt my brother, the only person on this planet that I love's blood on my hands. And how I went from feeling something to nothing when I became a vampire. How it felt like there was a hole in my chest where my heart was supposed to be.
I feel so bad for him.
I know, listening, you're like, damn, bro.
And how
I'm like, shit.
for hundreds of years, so many that only the gods know how long that I was in Barovia, I felt nothing. Then I got out. And I started to remember every person that I killed, every action that I took, and everything that I did. And I felt empathy, and I felt sympathy, but I felt it too little too late. Because those people are dead. And their souls were lost to Barovia, and when we destroyed all of Ravenloft, their souls were lost to every person who was there.
Is that true?
Every person who was in every one of those timelines, as Mary, that was in one of those places in Ravenloft, if you did not take them with you, their souls were completely obliterated when you got rid of it.
Okay.
And he says, the lives of, honestly, probably thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are on my shoulders. And you look at me and you tell me that in some way I am worthy to breathe air. When I sit here and I think about how those thousands, those hundreds of thousands of people also should be here. But I took their life. I made it so they would not be here. And he goes speechless
Oh.
as he thinks about it.
Oh.
You are worthy, Srod.
He says, you cannot just say that. Because you are biased.
You've always been worthy in every single lifetime. You've been worthy since I met you. And I've come to save you
The counting.
at least 3 times. 4 times.
But you are not one of the people that I killed.
It's not just me that thinks you're worthy of saving.
But it does not change the things that I have done. And it doesn't change that even if I could sleep, that there's no way that I'd be able to even shut off my mind for a moment, because all I think every time I see you, see Saren, see anyone around me sit at one of those dinner tables is how every single one of the people that I killed could have had a family that actually loved them. Could have had parents that actually cared, not like mine. Or had a brother that was hoping that they would come home. And didn't. Because I was too oblivious to realize that not everyone is my parents. Not everyone is like me. Not everyone wants to die. It's not a mercy. Not everyone wants to die. But I think that there are some sins that are too big even for Cerberus to forgive.
I think you're wrong.
Then how would I go about redeeming something that can't be?
Apologize.
How do I fix everything that I have done? Because I can't. It's not fixable. I can't bring back their lives.
Didn't the Watcher, as player to Mary, didn't the Watcher say that I can't like convince him, but it would his redemption would have to be through actions?
He said basically that you could not tell Strahd you are worthy and have him truly hear you, because to an extent he is right.
Mm-hmm.
Strahd is correct. He has done atrocities.
Mm-hmm.
He's committed atrocities. But not all of the atrocities that he has committed
Were his fault.
were solely his doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was influenced.
From the beginning, if you remember what the Watcher actually told you was about his mother. That's the important part. It says
His parents always told him.
Yeah.
his mother meant well at first. She wanted to give him the chance to avoid his fate, but she found it an impossible task and moved on to the next child, unaware that it was she and her husband's every word and action helping to make the monster he would be.
Right.
Because he was treated like a monster from birth,
Yeah.
he became the very thing that he despised. And all it took was one really bad day of feeling really shitty and feeling like a monster for Amani to come to him and say, I can make it all go away.
Yeah.
All you have to do is make a deal with me, and I'll give you everything you wished for. And he thought that it would be everything that he wished
Money
for.
spent.
So I have to explain the actions that like is behind why he did the things to be able to reason to him.
For this part, yes.
Okay.
This is going to be multi-part,
Okay, that's good.
and the Watcher will help you at some point once you
Yeah.
get the first part down.
Okay.
So when the Watcher starts talking to you again, that's when you know you got the first part of convincing Strahd.
That's good.
This is gonna be like convincing one of your fucking party members in Baldur's Gate 3 not to leave your
ascend.
party.
Not to ascend. Except this is just more like descend.
Yeah, really.
Not to die. Don't kill yourself, please.
Oh my god.
Calm the fuck down for 1 second, dude.
Okay. He didn't have anything else to say, did he? Okay. And the very last thing he said was, I don't know, he committed atrocities.
Yeah.
Okay, that are irredeemable. Well, Strahd, I mean, no one who all other than Sergei has really been a positive influence in your life that hasn't demeaned you in any way.
You.
During your formative years of your life.
Formative years.
He shrugs and he says, I don't know. I don't really remember much of it anymore. Not fully, at least.
Motherfucker.
Well, a little birdie told me that because of the way that your parents treated you from the beginning, before you were even an adult, a teenager that could make your own decisions, they treated you as if you were, a monster. You were Strahd von Zarvitz, the first vampire, but you were just a baby. I saw how your mom treated you when I brought you out of the cave, acting like it was your fault that you got lost in the first place, even though you were trying to find pretty flowers.
When you mentioned that, actually, he kind of looks away.
Oh.
They didn't even try to find you. That messes with you, Strahd, psychologically, to know that your parents didn't really want you.
Oh.
You suddenly feel something in your bag drop. Almost like something went in your bag.
I reached in it.
You see a mirror.
Hello?
Hello.
As you look into it, you see a child. You.
Baby me? Oh my god.
And as you look at her, she looks at you and she says, "Hi!"
What the fuck are you, bitch? What the fuck?
She kind of hisses at you.
Is this some kind of weird narrative thing? Is a callback?
And you see the mirror shift, and you're another little girl. And it looks a little like you, but this doesn't really feel like you.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Hi." And you see it again. Another little girl that looks like you, but doesn't feel like you.
Yeah.
And again, and again, and again. And you see a bunch flash before your eyes, and then one stops. And she looks at you a lot more maturely than the rest as she looks at you, though she is too a little girl. She says, "Hello, Sabora."
Hello? What is Ron doing right now?
He's just looking at you as you look into this mirror. He doesn't hear shit.
Oh.
He's like, are you okay? Are you
Like, okay, hold on, give me a second. Hello?
The Watcher said he needed help.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
We're your past lives. Lives.
What?
We're your past lives?
Where?
We?
We.
In the mirror.
They, okay.
I'm sorry,
I'm talking to him in the
I
mirror.
imagine that, like, Haley, like Sabora herself was like, whoop.
So, as Mary, in case you're a little confuzzled,
A little bit.
these are the young versions of you from this life and your previous.
Oh, okay.
The Watcher decided to help you.
Okay.
That
Because
means
what
you
you're
don't know.
trying to explain
Uh-huh.
is working,
Yeah.
but he's not getting it.
Yeah.
But he could see it
Right. Strahd can see it.
if you showed him.
Here you go.
Um,
Look at this.
When you show him the mirror, alternatively as when you saw it, you actually see Arcana start to glow in the mirror. And it brightens and brightens, and this dark cave shines like a star, almost. And as you watch, you see the mirror as you hold it out melts from your hands,
Damn.
Oh.
and it becomes a person.
Oh.
Apartment.
And you see little Strahd.
Aww.
And he looks at you, Sephora, and he says, "Hello. You are the girl that saved me. It's nice to see you again."
Hi.
And he turns and he looks at Strahd and he says, "You are tall." And
Who the fuck is this child?
Strahd looks at him and says, "You are small." And they both look at you, Sabora. And Strahd says, "Who is the child?" And the little Strahd says, "Who is he?"
You guys are you're the same person.
They look at each other and they look back at you. And they look at each other again. And little Strahd says, "You have red eyes." And big Strahd says,
Long story.
"You do not." And little Strahd says, "You have fangs."
My
And big
grandma.
Strahd says, "You do not."
My grandma, what big fangs you
And little Strahd looks and says, "You look sad. Why are you sad?"
Why are you crying?
And Strahd kind of says, "I'm not sad." And he frowns at him, and little Strahd looks at you and says, "Why is Big Me lying to us? Why is he saying he is not sad when it's clear that he's been crying?"
Because he's hoe and he's gay.
Because he's a whore and a bitch and a motherfucker. What she said. He feels embarrassed
Why?
because he doesn't think he's worthy to be saved.
That is not nice. And Strahd says,
Sure ain't, bitch.
"Well, life's not nice, kid." And
God, be nice to yourself.
little Strahd says, "No, but you can make the world nice, right?"
Bitch.
And
Yes.
Strahd looks at him like,
Motherfucker.
"The fuck?" And the fuck? And little Strahd says, he feels unworthy. Why?
Because he's done a lot of bad things.
So have I, bitch.
Well, me. And he looks up at him and he says, we loved Mom and Dad despite all of the bad things that they did." And Strahd looks at him and doesn't say anything. And little Strahd says, "You may regret loving Mom and Dad, but I do not. Because Mom was trying her best to save her son. And Dad was hurting from years of pain." And he says, "I don't think that it is fair to say that they are unworthy of life or living because of the mistakes that they made, though they may be big mistakes. And I don't think, though, that no matter what you did, Big Me, I don't think that it is fair to say that you are not worthy when even our parents were worthy of love."
Oh.
And Big Strahd looks at him and says,
Oh.
"Well, that's where you're wrong. Our parents were not worthy of love." And little Strahd shrugs and he says, "You may think that, but you didn't when you were my age." He said,
Johnny!
"You came to this cave to get your mother, our mother, a flower because you wanted to make her feel better because her and Dad would not stop fighting about Sergei. And then you got lost. We got lost. And then Miss Sabora found us. And Big Strahd looks at him and he crosses his arms and he says, "You don't even know what I did with my life. What if I am a
Don't be graphic.
what if I am the boogeyman?"
What if I am a boogeyman?
Kind of was, to be honest.
And
Fucking boogeyman?
and little Strahd looks at him and says, "Well, I think that even the boogeyman has his reasons. And I think that maybe if somebody loved the boogeyman, somebody cared for the boogeyman, then maybe he would not have been the boogeyman." And
So cute.
Strahd looks a little sad
Aww.
as he looks at him and he says, "But that does not erase the things that I have done." And little Strahd says, "No, it doesn't erase the things that you have done. But it does not mean that you are too far gone to change when it is clear that you feel remorse. And you feel sad. And you feel sorry. Because if you didn't, then this would be a different conversation." He says, "Do you think that for all of our parents' lives that they were wholly bad?" And Strahd says, "Yes, they were awful." And little Strahd says, "Then clearly you do not remember Mother crying on our shoulders because her and Father fought yet again and he had hit her. And clearly you don't remember our Father on his deathbed when he looked us in the eyes and said that he was sorry for being an awful father and that if
Damn.
he could go back, that he would try and change it."
Damn.
And you notice Strahd didn't remember that.
Dang.
He kind of looks at him
That's Amani.
and looks confused.
It's Amani.
And little Strahd says, "You cannot see everything as black and white when it is gray. Our parents, you seem to see them through a very blackened mirror. But the reality is that they were not good people, and they were not good parents, but they were not wholly bad. And the fact that you think that you are is sad. Because when you were me, you thought that anyone could be saved. And you thought that everyone was worthy to be saved and loved. And
Oh.
Strahd looks at him and says, he kind of like moves his shoulders around. He's like, "Well, I grew up and you're still a kid, so you don't know anything." And little Strahd shrugs and says, "I don't know. I feel like I know a lot more than you. Because it seems like you
I've forgotten.
put yourself in a box. And I think that you let what other people say and what other people do get a little too far into your head. And you stopped seeing yourself for who you are." He says, "I don't know, Strahd. Have you solely only done bad things in your life?" Big Strahd gets quiet.
Damn.
And he says, "Because I know that when I was younger than now, and I'm sure when I get a little older, not everything that I did was purely evil." He says, "I loved my brother. I loved my mom. I loved my father. And as much as I can, without wanting to throw up after looking in the mirror, I do love myself. And Big Strahd looks at Little Strahd and says, That's easy for you to say. And Little Strahd shrugs and says, I don't know. I feel like it would be just as easy for you to say.
Damn.
But I think that you think you are something that you can't get out of or escape. He says, I don't know, that's just me though. I just think that you think you are a monster. And that is why you have been a monster.
What's that coming over the head?
And Strahd says, I don't think I am a monster. He says, you clearly do, because only a monster can not be loved. And Strahd goes quiet. And
roasted by himself!
The little mirror version of Strahd looks at you, Sabora, and he grabs your hands and he says,
Uppies.
It was nice to see you.
It was nice to see you too, Little Strahd.
You are very pretty, by the way.
Damn,
Thank
look,
you.
what are you gonna do this little kid hitting on your damn
Yeah. The Little Strahd looks at Big Strahd and says, be nice to Miss Sabora. And you see a light glow again, and it becomes a mirror in your hand.
Oh.
And as it does, the mirror you see fade into Arcana. And it seems to go back to, as you feel it,
The
time
Watcher?
eternal.
Yeah.
Strahd looks and says,
Oh, hope
what was that?
never happens again.
A gift.
Don't do that again. I did not appreciate the gift. Gifts are supposed to be wanted, not whatever that is.
I'm sorry.
He seems a little less embarrassed and a little more contemplative now, though.
Yeah.
And he says, what have I done to make you all think that I am worthy?
It's gonna list.
Have remorse?
He says, that is basic human emotion.
Help Lucian.
Yeah.
Help Lucian.
Not monster emotion.
I'm a villain, not a monster.
I mean, you had that conversation with Lucian and got him redeemed.
As you speak, and you mention conversation with Lucian, you feel Arcana come through your very words.
Uh-huh.
And you see around you in this cave, you see yourself looking out a window out to see Lucian and Strahd talking.
Aw, it's a Lucian.
And, yes, it is sort of an illusion. It seems like because of the connection you have with the Watcher is using their power to show everything that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It'll
hit different.
Yeah, as they were instead of as illusions.
Yeah.
So he's literally taking pieces of time and showing
Dang.
through your soul.
That's crazy.
Damn, motherfucker.
Strahd looks and he's like, okay, well, I was just being nice. You look sad.
Yeah, but you were being nice. You were being kind. You were relating to someone that you claim to be your enemy.
He is my enemy. I'll kill him one day.
No, you won't.
Yeah, he can't even argue with that.
Maybe.
No,
Probably.
definitely not.
Oh.
Impossible.
Why is it impossible? What if I just wake up one day and just go,
Because you would have already if you really wanted to.
Well, maybe I haven't wanted to yet. What if I wake up tomorrow and do it?
I extremely doubt that.
Why?
Because
I've done it before.
Because I know you.
This is coming from the woman who, I don't know, I voodooed in Barovia and had to come to my castle.
Well, you're different now.
How?
You're not the same person you were then.
What has changed? I have not changed. I am the same that I have always been.
Time goes on. You meet different people. People tell you different things. Good things, affirmative things. Tell you the world is not just all dark and gloomy and evil and you're a monster and you're bad and you're not worthy.
Okay, but helping Lucian, okay? That is just one circumstance in which you think that I was being kind of good. Kind of nice.
Him protecting us from Azel and Rex. The damn whore.
Yeah, they're Azel and you helped us. You made sure you didn't kill us.
You see the view change. And you actually don't see this from your perspective. You see Strahd chained. And you see Aslan taunting him
Pretty selfless.
and torturing him. So what would you like to explain with this one?
Pretty selfless, huh?
He looks and he says, "It's not selfless! I
You're
love you!"
being tortured by your mortal enemy, and you don't think that that is a good, incredible, amazing thing to do.
Because I love you, I did it.
Asshole.
It's not selfless, I did it for you.
Me only?
Well, Saren too.
And
That's it,
Josie, she was there,
I guess.
and Archeon.
I guess.
He did kind of save Josie's ass, to be honest.
I don't know about all of that. All of these people you're listing. You're making a lot of assumptions here. We're going a little too far.
Okay, even if we are going too far, how about, let me think. When you decided to help us against, Abaddon, and you came out of the place, we didn't trust you at first, but then we started to trust you. Because you didn't do a bad thing until you tried to throw yourself in the hole with Abaddon because you didn't think you were worthy then either.
Damn!
Well, Luna told me that I wasn't. But regardless.
Yeah.
And I should have punched her in the face.
This was weird time, bro.
Well, to be fair, the reason that I helped you all fight Abaddon was because I preferably would prefer not to die.
And what's different now?
And I don't want to die. But I don't think that I can change.
I know you can because you already have. Drastically.
Okay, well, you didn't know me before.
I don't have to?
You do kind of have to have context on everything that I have done.
Okay, well, I have context now.
I love this.
Why are you trying so hard?
Because you are important to me.
Just use your pass!
Use my past?
No.
Pass.
Oh,
With
pass.
Cerberus.
Well, I at least want to try.
No.
You can do it. You can do it, Haley.
Besides, what if Josie can't be redeemed?
You probably can't.
Motherfucker, what you speak?
Have hope. Be hopeful.
Have you met me? That is not something that I do. Have you seen my life?
Oh wait, the way Strahd fucking took in Rosello is another thing he's done good.
Like talk to him and stuff?
Yeah, he like talks to him like he's his little bit of his son.
He does follow you guys around like he's your son.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And Strahd really did accept him outright, truly.
Well, what about Rosello?
What about Rosello?
He's just some random kid, and now he's, I don't know, like family to
Part
us.
of the
He's like
damn
a
Well, I'm not
baby.
going to look at him and say, "Go away, orphan." Like, I'm not going to.
Well, a bad person would do that.
Okay?
And you haven't done that, so
I've killed people, but no, you're right. I did not. I did not tell a young boy, "Go away, orphan."
Strahd, I've also killed people.
Okay.
Do you think I'm better than you, even though I've done similar stuff to you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you, as messy as your life has been, grew up with a mother who loved you and siblings who cared for you, and you saw what it was firsthand to be good and to be a hero. You had Josie.
And I still did evil things despite that.
That doesn't change the fact that you had the means to be good.
Right.
I was not raised by good parents.
Right.
I did not make good decisions. You making bad decisions was not instilled into your nature.
No, but I think that's objectively worse. If I know better and still do the bad things.
Sean doesn't laugh, but Mary laughs so hard.
Fucking tapping up the little pieces of a guy. It fucking gets me every time.
Strahd says, perhaps. But to me it seems like a cry for help.
What does?
You acting out. Acting evil.
I guess.
Yeah, you say that like I did not already hear and did not already see all of the stuff that happened when all of your family died and it
I
was just
did
you and Leon.
unforgivable things. I could not be redeemed because of all the unforgivable atrocities I committed.
What's that sound like?
Okay, then I guess we'll die together.
The most stubborn bitch in the damn world.
She almost said a bad word.
Bitch!
Cut! Can I get the hard C out here?
What I'm trying to get at is that no matter how you were raised, and even what little you said, that no matter how you were raised, you're not doomed because of your past actions and how you were raised. There's always some little part of you that's always going to exist, and it could grow to a bigger part, which it already has, because you've done good things, and it won't go away. It's just a part of you. It's part of everyone.
Then how do I make up for the things that I've done?
Sorry.
That's definitely not gonna be it.
I know.
I mean,
it's
he's killed a lot of people.
better, motherfucker. Don't kill
Well, I guess the first part of it is
You actually feel something tug on your head.
Oh.
Your
on my
brain.
head.
Your brain.
Ew.
Oh,
Like crazy. It's the parasite.
It feels like the Watcher.
Hold that thought. Hello. I gotta take this. Hello.
I gotta take this. I'm always on call.
Can I take over for a moment?
Yeah, I know I'm not doing good. You can take over.
You are doing a great job, but I think that seeing why this world is better with him in it is important.
That's probably a good thing.
So yes,
Yeah.
it will still be you in control,
Okay.
but I will just show, let's say, the future,
You motherfucker, bitch.
potential one.
Right.
And then I will show one without Strahd. Okay?
Okay.
You see, you feel a surge of energy like you have never felt before surge through you, and you see your eyes go blue. And you see bright arcana come from your very fingertips, and around you all, you suddenly start scrying.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a vision of the future appear in your very fingertips as you hold it between your two hands.
Yeah.
And you see Nick CERBERUS, and you see the second timeline, and you realize that there are 4 timelines again.
Okay.
There's the first timeline,
Mm-hmm.
there's the second timeline with just Earth, third timeline with Nick CERBERUS and Earth, and then there's the 4th timeline. And you see that on the second timeline, everyone is together. And you see on the first timeline, even though you knew no one from it, these people that you never met are no longer dead and are together. You see that the people on the second, you didn't know, and including the ones you do know, are
Yeah.
together. And you see the ones on the third, both on Earth and Nick CERBERUS, including your family, is together. And you see on the 4th timeline the same thing. And you see the words appear under it. If Sabora never met Strahd, this would not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Strahd looks and he says, "What?"
What the fuck? Who the fuck is
Who the fuck just farted?
And the words continue and say, "This is the timeline. The future. If Strahd never met Sabora." And you see nothing.
Damn.
You see remnants of timelines. The first obliterated by Diablos just as before.
Uh-huh.
And you see the third long dead, destroyed by Abaddon. And you see the second overrun by Amani and subjected by the other creators, as she has full power over it all.
Damn.
And the other creators. And for the fourth, you see a desolate land, almost like an apocalypse,
Mm-hmm.
where you see some people, but there are more dead than alive.
On the 4th? Dang.
And Strahd looks at this and he's like,
Damn, what the fuck?
"What the fuck?"
Who the fuck is fine?
And it says, "You may not think that you are redeemable. And perhaps somewhere that is true. But without you, Sabora would have never tried to be good."
Damn.
Damn!
Damn.
And
Ah!
Strahd looks at it, and you see one more line appear.
Uh-huh.
And it says, "The first is the future, where you met Sabora, and you all beat Cerberus. The second is if you never met Sabora, and you died in this cave."
Damn.
That
As
is
a
it.
child?
That is
Wow.
it. That is it. That is it. That is it.
He says, he says, "Fuck off! I'm trying so hard here! The last episode!
Haley turned into me.
Fucking stimming over there."
Denzel.
I hate you!
Oh,
I can't be serious ever!
It was the fact that Haley looked at me after I said, I didn't think anyone looked at me because I was just saying shit, but I see Haley turn and look at me.
Jacqueline thinks she stopped existing sometimes. Jacqueline
I
thinks
didn't
she's
know that would
suddenly
affect Haley
gone.
because sometimes when I say stuff, it doesn't affect Haley at all.
Oh my god. Okay, continue.
You see the words appear. Now I fucking lost my train of thought because of y'all bitches.
I'm just gonna go back.
Oh Christ.
Fuck. I was saying something about Strahd.
Oh my god.
If
The
Strahd died in that
person
cave
with-
that day.
Yeah, if Strahd died in the cave.
Yeah.
He says, the lines continue, it says, because Sabora never realizes without Strahd why it is important to be good. Period.
Dang.
Okay, that was bad.
And you see the scrying stops. And you see your magic go towards Strahd. And you see his eyes turn blue for a second too.
Mm.
And your magic goes away, goes back into you, and you're just Sabora again.
Wow, Sabora, hey.
Why did his eyes turn blue?
You can ask him.
Hey, why did your eyes turn blue? Did you see?
Stop!
He says, yeah, I did see something, I suppose.
Fucker.
What was it?
It's supposed to be a secret. I'm kidding. He says, no, it's not.
The gossip.
He says, I saw, I suppose, what you could say, a little more in depth of a version of what I think it's the Watcher. The Watcher was articulating here.
So Strahd is not an anomaly. Okay.
So, as Haley, Mary's gonna help you out.
Okay.
You're close. You got me the chokehold.
I'm so glad
You
because
gotta
I feel
execute it.
stupid. I feel dumb.
Okay, that's why the Watcher's helping you. Anomalies help anomalies. Okay,
Oh my God.
You
so
did it, girl.
you almost have him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but I want to contextualize something
Mm.
because this is canon. Just so we're clear,
Okay.
the reason that the Watcher deems that all of the deaths that Strahd has committed are more worth it than if he were not here and died when he was a child
Yeah.
is because without Sabora having met Strahd, she never becomes a hero.
Mm.
You guys never get rid of Ravenloft. Y'all's journey with Abaddon and fucking everything that you guys did is fucking null and void.
Mm.
Right? If you never met Strahd, y'all would have never went to Barovia.
Mm.
Which means that all of the shit that happened in Barovia, including you guys meeting Lucian, never happened. Which means that the you guys helping in the fight against, I think it was Abaddon. I know that y'all helped with Abaddon.
Yeah.
As well as all of the other villains that you've helped with over the years, that never happened.
That never happened, motherfucker.
And Sabora stayed evil.
Mm.
She stayed doing shit like she did in Barovia. And never stopped doing shit like she did in Barovia.
Yeah.
And then just one day, fucking Abaddon ate everything.
I was like, ah.
We didn't have a choice in the matter.
No. Because you didn't reach your calling. You didn't find your purpose
Mm-hmm.
in that timeline. And because of that, everyone died.
Damn.
Because you, Josie, Saren, and Luna
Mm-hmm.
didn't find your reason.
Yeah.
And that's why Strahd is so important.
Yeah.
So, put it like this. No. Perhaps Strahd can never be forgiven or redeemed for having killed the thousands of people that he has killed.
Mm-hmm.
It existed.
But how many more would have died if he didn't exist?
The trade-off, bro. Trading.
That's true.
That's what
Everybody. Right? Because Abaddon would have eaten everything.
Yeah, Abaddon would have done that, and I told you about the other timelines. Amani takes over the other timeline, because if you remember, at some point, the second timeline after defeating Amani comes to all of the other timelines to try and defeat the
Dark Gifts.
The Dark Gifts. But if you guys aren't with the third timeline crew to help them defeat Abaddon, that means third timeline doesn't exist, which means that Deadbolt wasn't over here. He wasn't on third timeline. Like,
over here still being a
Dark Gift
baddie.
is.
All the Dark Gifts are running around like fucking freaks, bro.
Yeah, and you guys also helped them defeat the Dark Gifts, too. So if you guys were not there for that either, because of Strahd,
God knows
then
what.
there's not a guarantee that every battle that they fought, they did win. That you were a part of. That also comes into play in the future. Let's say that everything does go accordingly. Let's look at fourth timeline. What would have happened if third timeline was not there? What if Sabora wasn't there when it came to fourth timeline?
Earlier.
Regarding Julia?
Yeah, Julia would still be
rampant
around, right?
The fact that Julia was there and came back was because of Sabora, which is bad, but it happened for a reason. Because you, as Sabora, had to realize that your actions
have consequences.
And you being a villain has consequences. Big consequences that affect more than just Sabora.
And that kind of like solidified it.
Yes. And that's why all of Ravenloft solidified it for Sabora too. So all of it comes down to
the whole
Sabora's
reason she went there in the first place.
Basically, Sabora's the main character and always has been.
Love that
Basically.
for her.
Because everything comes down to Sabora. Now you have to explain that to Strahd.
Oh boy.
Because he seems to get it vaguely, but it may sound better coming from your mouth.
Okay. So I have to explain why he's important to me.
You have to explain why...
And he's important to everything.
Why he can be redeemed, even though you're redeemed because of your previous, like...
The trade-off.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you have to explain. That, no, what you did was wrong and bad, and that is something that you can't be responsible to forgive him for because you are not the victim, right?
Right.
However, that doesn't mean that he shouldn't be here. That doesn't mean that his life didn't make a difference, and it doesn't mean that he can't be redeemed. Because redemption and forgiveness are two different things.
Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Mary explaining to me what I need to explain back to Mary.
This is like teacher.
She goes,
Me being so, like, big brain. Me being so
big brain
emotionally
for me
intelligent.
to...
Dennis, how Dennis.
I didn't want to struggle with this with you and Jacqueline all episode of Jacqueline being like, I don't know what to say, and then you being like, and then me being like, okay guys, just say something.
I mean, hey, you're doing pretty good though.
Yeah, you are really good.
You're really good.
You're getting the job. You're
yeah, girl, you were driving
Yeah.
pretty good, girl. You're driving pretty good.
She goes, okay. So, all the bad things you did, right? All the people that you killed, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, think of it like the big picture, all right? So you killed these people, but because you killed these people and you existed up until when I met you in Barovia, then that was the catalyst for me. I mean, I was evil, but I was gonna be evil either way. So that was the catalyst for me going out, you coming back, and me remembering the history, everything we've done.
There's a lot of layers.
And then Abaddon, right? So Abaddon would have eaten the whole timeline, and because we were on CERBERUS, right?
That's spooky. Wow.
Well, if we never went to, if you never existed, Barovia never existed, we never went to Barovia, then I would have just been evil, and we would have been in our little circle here, and then everything would have been eaten up by Abaddon, and we wouldn't even have gone to these other timelines and helped with the dark gifts, right? And then Amani would have taken over all of the second, and then the fourth timeline, I don't know, Diablos probably, right?
He says, so you're saying that me having met you was a beneficial thing for the entire timeline.
Yeah, because, like, you killed these people, but, like, all of these people could have died if you didn't exist in this little kill circle, right?
In this kill circle! That's the best word I've ever heard in my entire life!
He says, okay. Alright.
Now don't do it again.
So, me existing, you're saying, and having killed those people was important?
You existing saves everybody.
So it's important that I am alive.
Yeah, you're important,
As the
motherfucker.
Watcher showed you with the projections, whether you lived and I met you, or you didn't live and I didn't meet you.
Then what about all of the people that I have killed?
You cannot.
We can't do anything about that.
I mean, honesty.
I don't really have anything to do with that. We can't go back on it. We can't go say sorry. We can't be forgiven about
You
it.
could be better,
But
motherfucker.
if it didn't happen, then more people would be dead. So their
because-
lives were a sacrifice for everyone else.
So because I met you in the way that I met you as I was, and you met me in the way you met me as you were, that is why the world will prosper instead of despair.
Yes.
Her. It ain't that crazy, huh?
This all feels like bullshit.
It's
But
very convoluted.
the Watcher says so I guess it's true.
Yeah, that's time eternum. So
You can't argue
Yeah.
with
can't really
time.
argue
Turn
with,
up,
He
motherfucker.
says,
Fucker.
then what makes you think that I can continue to be good?
because
You got
because you
this.
want to be
For?
me.
And you want me to be good?
I want you to be true to yourself.
And my true self is good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, you want to do all these good things, really?
He thinks for a minute and he says,
Because, I mean, I can go on a trip and leave you alone for a while and you're not going to go massacre thousands of people, so...
Yeah.
If you were truly evil, you would do that.
I mean, I might think about it.
Little.
I have thoughts.
Your thoughts.
I have thoughts.
The second thought is what defines
She got it! It took the whole campaign, but she got it!
It's like as Kira said that shit.
I love bringing that back.
Because it's
Every
funny.
time.
It's funny because the way that Kira said it made me fucking laugh.
It is the second thought counts,
Yeah,
because
it is.
that's the one that defines you. Good
What if-
job!
what if,
Good
like-
job!
what if-
Bringing back, oh my gosh, this is just Mary's morality lessons.
But what if
for-
it was my
for
third thought?
chums.
Huh?
What if my 2 second thoughts were the same and then it was my third?
Then you need therapy.
Go take a nap.
Take a snack! Or go eat a snack.
If you have 3 different fucking versions of yourself telling you do bad things, 2 saying do bad things, and 1
Might
saying
have
don't,
OCD.
you might have DID. Okay.
Take a nap, eat a snack, go to bed.
Go outside.
Eat a snack.
Touch grass.
Eat a snack, take a nap.
Anyway,
touch grass,
It's the second thought that counts.
Yay.
It's the way we say it too.
Strahd says, I suppose.
He says nothing.
I suppose. That means a yeah. Motherfucker.
Don't pout.
Motherfucker, he killed me.
How do I redeem myself then?
I'm sorry, I keep on thinking about her saying Dennis out, Dennis out.
Stop, it's gone now. I'm not saying it ever again.
Okay.
Next time, please.
Okay. Alright. How do you redeem yourself? Actions.
I have 2 days.
You should do community service.
If that.
You should do community service.
Acknowledge your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and be better for it. So.
Did you write that down somewhere? Oh, sorry.
Yes?
I just saw you look down at your iPad really close.
I did write it down. I've been reading
He
it
says,
since like the past 3 weeks.
okay, acknowledge my mistake. I should not have killed a lot of people.
That is good.
I should not have taken the money's deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I should not have killed my brother.
Yeah.
And I should not have worked with Zare.
Probably not.
And are there more that I'm missing?
Ophelia, maybe?
That was warranted.
Mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh,
I deny that one. Okay, and then what was the second part?
Be better for it?
I will not kill people on whims anymore.
Yay.
I will think about them, the lives that they have lived, and think that what if that was Deborah?
Yeah. Oh.
That's probably a start, you know?
Okay.
That is a start, actually.
And then I will never work with Zare again because he is dead.
That is true.
And I will never kill my brother again.
Let's hope not, yeah.
And I will also never make a deal with Amani again because she is also dead.
That is good. That is a good
Permanently
thing.
this time. Hopefully,
I
probably.
hope so.
She is, for sure.
What was the third part?
I imagine she's a sticky note and she just pulls it out of her bag and she unfolds it. It's all crumpled up.
Acknowledge and then learn. Learn from them. So don't do those things. And be better for it. So, again, I guess don't do the things.
How can I show that I don't do the things in 2 days?
Don't do them in 2 days. Maybe we can work on Josie now. Don't run away again.
Don't run away like a damn pussy.
Okay. I won't run away.
Like where you said that.
Probably. No, I won't run away! Don't look at me like that!
When Haley said that fucking pussy.
When did I say that?
You
I think I said that about the Flight Rising stuff.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, you did.
It was really funny.
You guys walk out of the cave and Saren and Josie approach you.
Sarah's been having
Hi.
a good time. For real.
That's good.
How's everything?
Saren frowns at Strahd. And Strahd looks away.
Don't be too mean to him. We've had a lot of progress today.
Saren crosses his arms.
Well, maybe he should apologize to his brother.
What are you pouty for?
Because he always does this.
He's not gonna do it again. We already said that we're gonna be
Yeah,
better.
that's what he said the last 3 times.
Oh, have faith in him.
I have faith in him.
Okay.
But I don't trust that he's not going to run away again the next day.
Trust him.
No!
Yes.
I'm not trusting him on this. I will trust him regarding everything else, but not this. He needs, like, a tracker on him. What if he goes somewhere else this time and we don't know that he's in fucking Sardova?
Well, I will have faith in my husband.
Does he look at Josie?
Yeah, he looks at Josie.
He's like, trust him.
What if he runs away? He's only run away from you, like, maybe 3 times, okay? You want to know how many times he's run from me? The 3 times? But, like, multiply that by 12.
Wow. Wow.
He ran from me as
That's
Sergey. He ran from me as Saren. He ran from me as both.
Haley, there's
What?
one person he can't apologize to.
Yeah, but that's not what he's upset about right now.
That's true.
And he said that he would only accept his apology because he's not actually Sergey.
That's true, yeah.
He's not Sergey himself, which is why, like,
It would be kind of fake.
the part about that is funny, Haley,
Yeah.
is that Saren's a anomaly.
So, he technically...
So it technically is the soul. Okay. Okay.
wouldn't it be great?
But let me.
So where Sergey's life left off,
Yeah.
and Saren started his,
Uh
they are the same.
huh. Okay. Okay. She's gonna pull Strahd away for a second. She's
As
gonna be like,
Saren's like,
hey, so technically, he has Sergey's soul. So like technically, you can still apologize for killing him.
I don't think that makes sense.
I think it does make sense, and you should just do it.
No.
what?
Yes.
That's not Sergey.
The
That's
soul.
Saren.
The soul of Sergey. He's still there. The whole
Well, yeah, he has his memories, but he is not Sergey.
the whole me saving you then, and the past, and then many times meeting you
Saren.
and stuff. We're all the same person. Me meeting you in that cave is the same person as now in the soul.
I love you very much, Deborah, but you sound a little crazy.
The Watcher told me.
Okay, the Watcher says a lot of things.
The Watcher is in charge of me and him and her.
But my brother would be mad at me.
He is mad at you, fucker.
He's actively mad at you right now.
He's like, I am mad at you. He's
That's
like,
from a distance.
he's like, he's not mad at me for killing him.
Saren, be mad at him for killing you.
No.
Just do it.
What's going on?
He makes like the fucking fakest frowny
Because
face.
he's just watching this unfold, like,
He looks back at Strahd.
Fuck.
Like, okay, go apologize.
Strahd looks at
See,
you.
it's Sergey.
And he's like,
what is going on?
him being fake mad at me is not what I want. And actually, as you're talking, you see Saren's eyes turn blue. Like yours did.
Bruh.
And, what do you mean, bruh?
I don't know. It's just
You
like-
stay over there. You can be DM of
She
next
just-
campaign.
She just be saying
Not mine.
I'm just saying shit, girl.
Bruh.
It's-
Okay. Gosh, I have 2 redemptions. Okay.
Denzel.
I'm waiting.
I know. I'm gonna get to you.
No, I mean, I'm waiting for you to.
Oh.
I want to hear Saren's thing. Not me.
Um,
I'm like, I'm focused on this. Motherfucker.
Saren's eyes gloss over. They turn blue, and you see his soul come from his body
Damn.
and project before you.
Ooh.
Damn.
Interesting.
And you see Sergey.
Oh shit! Damn!
And he does look very, very, very similar to Saren.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was very, very, very mad.
No, he looks similar to Saren. Almost like you and your past life self looked very, very, very similar.
That's interesting.
And Sergei crosses his arms and he tilts his head and he looks at Strahd, and Strahd's like,
oh shit!
Ooh.
Ah!
He pulled up.
Strahd takes a step back.
Oh, don't say that.
And Sergei says, "Don't you do it again! Don't you do it again!"
Damn.
Sabora holds him.
And
You the fucking fire shut the damn fucking clear.
Shut up!
Jackson just be saying shit now. Jackson's just finding a reason. Okay, stop finding reasons.
I can't help but
stay over there.
I can't see
I'm
it.
almost done.
I'm not impatient. I swear I'm just looking at Haley, bro, and I noticed it.
Making comments.
The autism's killing me. Okay. Strahd looks uncomfy, but he looks at him. He's like, and Sergei says, "What? You gonna run? You gonna run away again? What?" And Strahd goes, "No, I'm not going to run away again."
Aww.
And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm glad we got past that." Now, to resolve one big problem, and Sergei, unlike Saren, as you've noticed, he's very hands when he talks.
Uh-huh.
He talks very handsy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he talks with his hands.
That's cute.
And he seems a little more, let's say, direct. And
Okay.
a lot more, not necessarily aggressive, but that's the best word I can think of right now.
Confrontational?
Confrontational, yes.
Okay.
Whereas Saren feels a lot more reserved and a lot less direct. He's a little more intellectual in how he handles things.
Uh-huh.
And you think that may have to do with the life that he's lived. Specifically given he was basically guard dog for Sabora and Luna. So that may be why he's a little more reserved now, because they were bold. But Sergei says, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing all of this?" And Strahd says, "What do you mean all of this?" And he says, "You know exactly what I mean. Why are you doing the pity party? Feeling all bad for yourself, feeling unworthy and unlovable,
Damn, fucking.
like we didn't grow up together."
Fucking go after his ass for real.
And Strahd says, "I don't know, I just killed you, I guess. I just killed you. I don't know.
Bitch.
Maybe I should feel happy. Maybe I should feel great that I killed my brother that I loved." And Sergei looks at him and goes, "I'm not saying that you should feel happy that you killed me, Strahd.
Motherfucker.
But I'm saying you weren't in your right mind."
As if he ever was since he was a
Yeah,
child.
literally fucking going crazy.
He holds his head and he rubs his head and he's like, "Oh my gosh." He says, "Mom and Dad were dicks to you. They made you feel and think that you were a monster. You think I didn't see it, I saw it. Right? Mom and Dad only saw me. And you were like my shadow. And I loved you. And I hated it. I hated seeing how they treated you. I hated seeing your scars and bruises and that there was nothing I could do. It felt like I was screaming in the void every day. And I saw the change. I saw how you went from feeling like there was some hope in the world that something would change, that your life would change to feeling like you do now. Like there is nothing that could change what has happened. He says, Mom and Dad drove you to this point, to the breaking point, and you went over the edge and you fell off of it. And at the bottom of that pit, you saw Amani. And she gave you a deal you couldn't refuse and said that just a little price. All you have to do is kill your brother, and then you'll get the girl, you'll get the life, you'll get your parents, you'll get everything you always wanted. And for a little boy in a man's body who never really grew up and never really got to grow up because he was so busy trying to please his parents and get their approval and be loved by anyone or anything, that is an offer that no one could refuse. So you are blaming yourself for killing me, and I never blamed you for it.
Because it was not you.
Because the reason that you did it wasn't because you hated me. It wasn't because you were jealous of me. It wasn't because you didn't love me. It was because you were hurt and I couldn't help you. I couldn't save you. And you see Sergei looks a little sad as he says it. He says, I was hurt that you killed me. But I have seen in this life now that I live the hurt and the pain and the things that you have done and been through since. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy, let alone my brother, who I have loved since the day I was born. And Strahd looks really upset right now.
Oh.
And he says, but if you really want to, you can apologize. He says, but there's nothing to forgive. Because every mistake that you have made, though yes, you are responsible for your actions, have not been yours alone. They have been Mom's actions. They have been Dad's actions. They have been Amani's actions up until you got out of Barovia.
Her.
He says the actions that you made as a kid, I mean, you saw. Sabora told you about the dream that she had of you as a younger child. And I remember that little boy. I remember how I wanted to be just like him. Have so much hope, have so much love, and think that the world could be beautiful if only we tried hard enough to make it beautiful. And I watched that little boy die over the years. And I watched being unable to do anything to save him. And now I see remnants of that little boy again. So no. I do not hate you, Strahd. I never did. And I do still love you, and I will always love you. You're my brother, and there's not a person on this planet that could have replaced you. And if there was anyone in this world that were to have taken my life sooner than it was supposed to be taken, I would have rather it been you than anyone else.
Oh.
Because at least you had a reason.
Damn, for real.
And at least it wasn't out of malice or hatred or anger. It was out of desperation. Because you were far too hurt and broken to do anything else. And Strahd looks at Sergei and says, "But that does not excuse the fact that I killed you." Sergei says, "No, it doesn't. But I am telling you that I have long forgiven you, and it's about time you forgive yourself. Because I cannot speak for everyone that you have ever harmed, but I can speak for me, and I can speak for Irina.
Her.
I forgive you. And Irina has long been at peace. And she has long gotten past everything that has ever happened." He shakes his head and says, "You are the one stuck in the past, Strahd.
Her.
And you won't leave it, and you won't let it go. Because you think that you deserve to be unhappy. But Strahd, your whole life has been full of misery. If anything, you deserve a chance at happiness, and you get to have the chance to either keep it or throw it away."
Yeah.
And he says, and everyone deserves that chance. And you're looking at it in the face.
For real.
And you won't accept it because you don't think that you deserve it.
Her.
And I'm telling you, as your brother, and as your supposed victim, that you do.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And Strahd sobs.
Aww.
And he takes a few steps towards Sergei, and he shakes his head and he says, "I'm sorry."
Aww.
And he keeps repeating it.
Aww.
And you see a black line appear
Oh my
around
God.
Strahd,
Oh my
and it turns white
god!
as Sergei hugs him.
Aww.
Baby.
And you see Sergei's soul merge once again with Saren, and Saren hugs Strahd as he cries.
Oh, this is so cute. Oh my god.
Congratulations.
That was so cute. Oh. That was cute.
Awesome.
Oh.
Basically,
Run the fuck away.
basically as Mary,
Oh.
Strahd needed 3 things.
Yeah.
Strahd needed to understand that him being in this life and being alive was important.
Yeah.
He's
He
important.
he needed to realize that yes, he is responsible for his actions, but he is not the only one responsible for his actions.
Mm-mm.
So it's not all of his burden,
Also
but he's the
consider-
only one shouldering
Also,
it.
considering the way he acts when he talks about the dead people, like, bro. Like, for real.
Now, because he's been able to reflect.
Mm-hmm.
And as Sergei said, when he was in Barovia and stuff, this was not just Strahd acting as Strahd.
Yeah, no, literally.
This was his own personal hell.
And
Yes.
then now he was free of it, and he was like, whoa.
And the third thing that he needed was his victim, Sergei, to forgive him and tell him that he can move on and let go.
I had that inkling, bro, because I was like, the only person I would know was Saren. I swear, a little inkling.
Congratulations.
That's cute.
Yay.
It is nighttime now.
Oh, that's cute. That's
So, perhaps you should take a nappy nap.
My
and
full rest, long
and
rest.
let Strahd take a break before y'all tackle Josie.
Yeah. We'll
please,
go back home.
Please let him rest.
Saren actually shows Strahd around Sardova before you guys
Oh,
go.
yeah.
And he points out things and he's like, that's where we used to do this, that's where we used to do that.
Aw.
And you've seen Strahd smile before, but you've never seen him smile so organically.
Aw.
Usually it looked very forced or pained,
Right.
but this smile looks genuine.
That's so cute.
And you guys go home for the night.
Aw. That's cute.
And before Strahd goes to lay down, he looks at Yusabora and says, I promise I will not run away.
You better, bitch.
Thank you.
You pussy.
Because you don't need to.
He says, yeah, I'm still working on that part, but I kind of realize it now.
Aw. There's no reason to run.
And y'all go
No
bed.
reason to run.
And as you guys go to bed, Josie, do you go to sleep?
She stays awake. Cause she's awake.
You get vision
Damn, pal!
overnight.
Ah!
Okay.
Help!
Josie's turn.
Oh god, I'm scared. I thought it was
Okay.
gonna be cute, but Josie's, I don't know.
You were sitting in your chair and you were looking over some books and just work and such, and suddenly you feel your brain go blank
Whoa!
and your vision fades before you, and suddenly you stand before the very timeline and you see two paths.
Whoa.
You see one where it ends abruptly at midnight on the dot, and you see another that goes on endlessly. And you hear a voice,
Oh,
and you have heard this voice before. It's the Watcher,
The Watcher!
and he
Yay!
says,
I'm scared.
Josephine Ildshire, the one who shoulders every burden because she cannot dare to let another try. For the mess to clean up if they fail would be too big even for you. How will you redeem yourself? Every enemy is long defeated. Every mission is long done. Everyone who was meant to live lived. So, what will you do?
Well, it's not over yet. I'm the last one, aren't I? To get redeemed?
Yes. So how will you redeem yourself?
Let's see here. There's not a good answer for that.
You can ask him.
He's like, I don't know if there's a good answer. I want the path that keeps going on forever.
Perhaps there is an answer, or perhaps there's not. I cannot answer what it is you must do to be redeemed. You must know it yourself to do it. But know this. You have done more than enough, young Josephine. I have seen it all. I placed a heavy burden on your shoulders as an anomaly of my very making, so it's no wonder you sometimes struggle to hold it all, but still you held it. You have struggled and mourned ceaselessly, but but still saved the world and your family countless times over, and you never stopped protecting them, not once. The pain you have endured is irrevocable, but now, while all is calm and resolved, it's time you finally live your life.
Just purr.
Saren, Sabora, Lucian, and all of them, for that matter, are grown. They have learned much and are strong enough and wise enough to live on their own, and that's all because of you. They now know how to love, how to fight,
Aww.
and even go on for another day, all because of you.
Aww.
So you succeeded. They learned how to live, but do you? Do you know what it is to live for yourself? You've sacrificed every piece of yourself for the kids, and I am not saying no longer worry for them or care. But I am not sure without them you know who you are. Josephine, do you?
She's like, not really.
Then perhaps it's time you find out. And
Oh,
you
shit!
feel I feel a sense of pride wash over you from time eternum itself as you come back to reality.
What the fuck? I guess she did used to have a city. She did used to have a city.
It got destroyed just as
It did.
Archeon's did with
Yeah.
the timeline shift.
Her poor city, man. She loved that thing. She loved that thing. Oh.
So, it is the next day.
She's been up just thinking.
It's about
She's
6 a.m.
thinking for real.
And it's up to you, Josie,
Damn.
on what you do to redeem yourself.
Fuck. It's really just self-discovery, ain't it?
And I will put what the Watcher said
Holy shit.
in the Discord.
Self-discovery.
Dang.
Oh god, this is much different from everyone else's. Oh god! Help! Just kidding. Damn.
Yeah, if you want to reread that, it might help you a little bit.
Damn. You're struggling to me. How to live for myself.
You do gotta do that.
How to live for yourself, but not also being selfish. It's not ever gonna be Josie. What should she do?
Living for yourself and being selfish are two very,
Yeah.
very different things. to
They
be
are.
fair.
They are.
They're not the same. Josie has, to the extreme, been too selfless.
And now she needs to back up.
But her job's done.
So now she has to do her
So
own
what's
thing.
there to be selfless for when all you'll start doing is smothering the people that you love because you don't have a life outside of them?
She's gotta find a life outside of them. Ooh.
It's almost like you have one,
She does have one.
but she's been neglecting it.
Her wife.
Yeah.
She has.
Her actual kids, her bio kids.
She doesn't have any. Well, does she have bio kids
No,
anymore?
you have the weird kind of bio kids that was Leaf
Yeah.
evolution, but that kind of got resolved.
Yeah, so. I was gonna say that's like a weird type of shit. Weird type of shit. She used to like doing generic family stuff.
But who are you without the kids?
God.
Without doing
So
stuff
it's
for other
not,
people?
yeah,
It's not
not
family.
family. You can ask Sabora for help. Or one of Haley's characters.
What's up, Sabora? Got a damn dream.
Yeah, Sabora, you ought to help her because you're the one who has to help her get redeemed. If she
Gotta-
doesn't figure it out,
Got a
then-
dream. Here it is.
It is 6 a.m., so that means that you have until 12 a.m. And each thing you do to try and redeem Josie will take an hour.
Okay.
And she's like, here's what's up. Basically.
You tell me about the dream and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have a synopsis as well.
Let me pull that up. So, whatever it is, it can't have anything to do with any of the rest of us.
No. Not at all.
Is there anything that like you've always wanted to do or learn but you never could because either your parents didn't want you to or we didn't let you?
Jesse's like, well, I can't say much for her parents to make me excel in everything, sadly. But
It's whatever you want.
I guess I've always wanted to build a city because I've always loved architecture, but that kind of fell through when I lost my city on the third timeline. Oh, on Earth, basically.
Well, that might take more than
Yeah, Jesse's like, but that's
24 hours, so.
that takes a little too much time to do that.
Smaller?
Smaller. I guess mostly just relax. I don't know. I'm tired. That's for sure.
Well, we can't relax
No,
yet.
that's not. I don't think that's even a
We
solution
can't
for it.
relax yet.
You can take a nap for an hour and see if it works.
Shut up! I don't think that will. For some reason.
Well,
Worth a shot.
it's 6 a.m., so just sleep until
6
7.
a.m.
We'll see what happens.
I'll stay with Shamil.
Okay.
Okay, you hang out with Shamil and take a nap or whatever Josie does for an hour.
She did that.
Yeah, it doesn't redeem you, but you feel
But
a
she
little,
was at 7 a.m.
more
So.
well rested.
It's 7 a.m. I mean, a little more well rested. I haven't slept in a bit, so
Yeah,
Not
since
that I
you don't really have to.
need to, I guess.
Yeah, but your body still has to rest. You can't just constantly be going like, "Vroom," for like fucking the rest of your life. You have to like, your body has to sit somewhere at some point.
Drone Tower. She's the only exception to the rule.
How about a spa day or something?
I don't know.
I mean,
I think
that's pretty selfish.
I think if napping didn't cut it, I don't think a spa day might cut it. Let's see. Let me reread this shit again.
Let me help you.
I'm not saying. I'm gonna read the end part of it. Starting by that's cool. Do you have to this time you find out? It's ominous a little bit. But I'm not sure. I guess do something without y'all, but I don't think that would instantly redeem me.
I thought long and hard about Josie's redemption, y'all.
Oh fuck.
I can tell Jessie's wild.
Now I'm nervous.
I am too.
I don't think for some reason I don't think it's gonna be as easy as playing a board game or something. So.
Shut up. Cause like.
Let's do a board game. Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Jessie's like.
Pop some popcorn while we think about it.
You have a lot of shots, so.
Yeah, we got like 12 of them.
More than that, but yeah. It was 7 a.m.,
Once,
so.
20. No,
So perhaps it is time.
16. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to go by myself somewhere. I think maybe without y'all.
Do I have to go?
No.
You can.
I mean, why not?
I mean, it's not a problem that you go with her. That's not the point.
It just can't pertain me.
No.
So I'll
Can't be for Samora.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like.
It's for yourself. So we're redeeming you for you. You need to do something for yourself. It can't involve me. It can't be for me because of me.
You trying to redeem yourself for everyone else's sake isn't going to redeem you.
Yeah. Actually, the key is not to redeem myself.
I won't do it.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill us all.
Stop!
Dennis. I don't know why that cracks you up. I want you to know that.
I don't know, but
It's because of the context. You said it after fucking. I was talking about straw. and
yeah,
how you
like
never
baby
went
straw,
before.
little straw, baby straw dying, not existing.
3 times in a row, not once. It just came out.
Yeah, if it was just once, it would not have been that funny. But you said it like 2 or 3 times in a row.
This hell, this hell, this hell.
It's like I summoned Bloody Mary through the fucking mirror. So, okay.
It was the fucking stem. It was the fucking.
She's like,
Oh Christ! It was the instinct.
I mean, you could come with me. Where was an interesting place for Jessie? She loves like the water or seaside. She's like, I do want to go to the
Beach day! Beach
Wow, no! Jesse's like, well, I've kind of wanted to visit the beach.
Okay, let's go then.
Jessie genuinely was like, okay, let's go.
Okay. How long did you stay at the beach?
Probably just an hour, just chilling. She likes it.
Yeah.
You're content.
Cool.
Wait, the vampire thing, the sun.
No, she's alright because she's holy vampire.
So
she-
that's still enacted, even though Lathander is dead.
Because
Yeah, 'cause
Lucian
Lucian took it
replaced
over.
it.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's just doing just fine,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Okay.
That's cool.
So beach doesn't redeem her.
No, but she's content.
That's
She's
good.
content. She's chilling.
Is that like a hint?
No, it's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Is that like a hint? No.
Haley's not gonna lie, really did give me. It's how fast he said no too. No.
Anything else that you want or like to do?
I'm gonna laugh.
Well, I guess you don't know what you like to do, so let's just do what you want to do.
I'm sorry. I love some words so good about it. Chelsea actually has a hard time. She's like, I used to like to go see a bunch of plays and such, or wanted to when I was younger,
Okay.
but I'm not even sure what's out anymore. Except for the second timeline's weird movies.
We can go find out.
Let's go find out. We're gonna watch 5 Nights at Freddy's. Actually, 6 Nights at Freddy's.
6 nights at
Fab.
6 nights at Frederick's.
Stop! Okay, that's a 2-hour thing.
Okay.
So now it's like
10.
10, but
Okay, let's calm down.
okay. Let's what?
I don't
Calm
know.
down!
I don't know. That was Jacqueline speaking.
Let's calm down!
I feel like we're getting crazy or something.
She would go club, but I don't know.
Go club?
She's
Okay,
That's
maybe
it.
we need to get a little crazy.
She's like, it's only at night. We're not doing that.
yeah,
We have
no one's gonna be clubbing at 10 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Stop, bro.
Well, we can club. We just gotta go when there's actual
She's like, no.
nightlife.
She's like, you know.
No, you can't say no because you like to do that. So
I used to like to do that.
okay, well, who knows?
Looks at
Who
her
else likes to
daughter
do
and
that?
thinks about clubbing with her daughter and goes,
Let's keep that off the list before. That was when I was young.
Okay, I hope that's not your redemption because we're all dead.
That's when I was younger, okay? I
Oh, that's not your predicting because we're all dead.
Maybe we should ask for other people. For her
What, you want to go knitting or something?
She's like, shut the fuck up. She didn't say that. She's
Do
like,
some crochet, read a book.
She said that like, man.
No, it's an old lady thing to do.
There you
I tried to learn it too. Shut up.
So Jesse's like, am I that old to you?
Well, you're acting like clubbing's a big deal, so I don't know. Trying to suggest something that's on par.
Spoil's like, bitch, I killed people, okay? Clubbing's nothing.
She's like, bro.
You want to go fucking... Come on. What do you want to do?
Maybe this is not even the right day of call my fault.
What?
I don't even think this is the right path.
What do you mean? What's not the right
I
path?
don't know. She was odd.
Well, then don't say that, because we're trying.
I'm gonna cry.
But
It's like, maybe we could ask others?
without them,
Fucking says it word for word.
without them, without us, do you know who you are? You don't, so you gotta find out. Who are you as you? What is your identity? What makes you you?
She's like, it's hard because y'all helped me make, I guess, me. So
So if you describe yourself to someone else, you're gonna say, "Well, I'm the mother, stepmother, whatever the fuck to all these people."
maybe a
But
little
they don't say
bit.
anything about you,
It's like maybe a little bit.
other than you're responsible, nurturing.
Traumatized?
Yeah.
And she's like, besides my start before I was
Mama
13,
3 by 13, okay? She was!
I know, that's horrifying for me as a 23-year-old.
3 by 13. She's like, well, besides the things that happened to me before I guess, became the mother figure for all of you.
You have trauma.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go talk to someone.
Like who?
A therapist?
I don't think a therapist can fix what's happened in her life in one day.
She said that and then farted.
Oh, God.
She said that and then farted. I heard it.
I hit them.
As a period. It was right after.
Shut the fuck up. The meatballs are...
Don't ruin everything,
I know.
bro. I can't have anything nice.
Haley pointed the fuck out, bro.
Listen, I suggested she go to a therapist. I don't know where we're going anymore.
He's like...
Oh, Christ almighty.
I made this intentionally hard.
I did.
He's got to pee?
Bruh.
Okay.
Vamoose.
Bruh.
Maybe think about it while you're outside.
Yeah, really.
Wait a second, Mom. They actually have to get out the door first.
Come on, girls, go stand in the cold.
For a second. Close the door. Okay, you're good. Yep.
Come on.
Is he going?
Yeah. Alright, get your cage.
Come on, kid.
You pee? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Get in. Come on. Get in, okay, Mom. Come on. Cold outside, kid. You're outside cold. I know, it's cold. You just have to pee so bad. You pee at the right time. Always gotta pee at the bad time. So he did it.
You're just like my dog, who also had a piss.
I coughed a couple times and I almost peed.
Because we were laughing at me and she coughed.
Yeah, let me go.
Josie.
We talked a little bit, so we have like a
Because
couple
like the only
ideas.
place that Josie was without any of them was in her like kid years, and I was like, we could go back there, but I don't know if there's much to be had in 1 to 13. There's not much to be had there.
It's not a one fixed solution.
Yeah.
It has to be a long term thing that you have to, as Josie, figure out and solidify in your brain of brains.
Because I know there's
So
things...
Jacqueline may want her to be like, she went and crocheted and now she is curious.
There's things she wants to do long term, like her own things.
But that's the long term things aren't the solution.
But
It kind of feels like a straw thing, to be honest. Because Josie. Yeah, so like, okay, Leon was Strahd, but like Josie was like Saren, and so the parents cast Leon aside and focus on her, whether Leon's in the picture or not, whatever. Focus on her and try to make her be all these things that whether she could or couldn't be. Self-esteem issues. She didn't do a whole bunch of bad things, but she was never like good enough, so maybe her taking care of the kids was like her taking on a responsibility and maybe finding self-worth through them.
some kind of. I feel like that's kind of how she was at the beginning, but as she grew, she kind of grew out of it until it turned into a more like I love you so much nature. But also she sacrificed herself fully
Yeah.
for because
That's
she
parenthood.
she started to love them so much, and also was never properly like a 13 at a mother. So like, and she did also want to be like good.
The solution here isn't what thing can Josie do in order to redeem herself. That's not the solution here.
Yeah.
That's
The
good.
solution here is fixing Josie's way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Fixing that why she doesn't know who she is. Fixing why she doesn't put herself first.
Mm-hmm.
You have to figure out what that is. If I say any more, it's going to become really obvious, and the whole point's going to be lost.
Probably, I'd say talking to people. The best one. Like the family. So.
Okay.
Let's go.
We go back home where everyone else is.
Fuck out, Sephora.
Want to like get a meeting or something?
No, just talk to them individually. You don't need to.
Okay, we'll say it takes an hour, so it'll be 11 by the end of this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she'll see what Saren's up to. I guess she's like,
I
don't even know what to
Saren's hanging out with Strahd.
aw, they're hanging out, buddies.
Yeah, they're kind of teasing each other.
How's Strahd looking? He's doing good.
He looks healthier and happier.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't even know what to fucking ask. Jesse's like
Strahd says, "How is the redemption?
learning, I guess.
Hopefully it is not as hard for you as it was for me."
I think
His was obvious.
she's like, the watcher told me
More obvious.
this, and basically she just tells him that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds complicated.
Yours was complicated too, Strahd.
Not really.
What's Saren's thoughts?
Saren says, "Yeah, it sounds like you gotta find who you are
Fuck.
in a day,
What the fuck?
or a way to start finding who you are, I guess."
We're just gonna go to Leon.
Okay.
I gotta get myself.
You talk to yourself.
Yeah. Jesse's like, Leon. He's like, huh? As he's like working on something.
Yeah, now that he remembers her again.
Yeah, now he's like, Leon. She's like, what did we used to do as children? He's like, cause a lot of trouble. We TP'd a neighbor's house. We'd have each other's back when our parents would beat us the fuck up. And Jesse's like,
Helpful,
Like that-
Leon, as always.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's like, I mean, we could. I don't know. He's like, what are you asking me this for? Just trying to get through my redemption and figuring out, I guess, who I am and also a little more too. Probably lots of
Otherwise, it's the end of the world as we know it.
Basically.
And he's like, I mean, yeah, you've been doing this for 450 years.
450.
Not 50, I haven't counted. And she's like, I don't even know where to begin. He's like, maybe you could. I mean, have you talked to people? And he's like, I don't know. I personally don't know. Leon will try to help her, but I don't think he's got much on his sleeve just to be helping her.
Yeah.
I'm actually like super stuck.
Well, she has to change. She has to change her way of thinking. It's not necessarily a doing thing.
No. How to change your way of thinking.
You are not defined by your family. Start there.
How is that so aggressive? How is that so aggressive?
It's not purely an action, but like, is there gonna be an action accompanied with it?
Yeah, I was just kind of like.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not like, I go to checkers with the mates.
To checkers?
It's a lot more
I
complicated.
go to
than
chess
that.
with the mates.
Oh, I was thinking of the fast food place.
Yeah, that is the fast food place. Oh. I mean.
You and Haley.
You're thinking.
The reason Strahd was easier was because Strahd is Mary's character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy for me to formulate a way for Strahd to be
Yeah.
redeemed. But with Josie being your character, you kind of have to facilitate it,
Yeah.
by all means.
But
But the world is your oyster.
I just don't know, like, what exactly, like, I don't know. Just, like, I feel like it's wrong each turn. But I don't know what a turn is right.
You gotta take a shot.
I only got so many shots, though.
Yeah, but you're out of like 11. So
That's still 12 rounds.
that's fucking 13 that you have left.
What? That's not enough. Fear. Scared.
You only need 1 hour to do it.
Fear.
To do whatever you need to do. It's the last session, so I'm letting y'all stew in it.
Josie will go hang out with Chanel, I guess.
Okay. You
Yeah,
can
she
hang out
doesn't
with
really. She didn't hang out with Chanel at all.
What's Jamil up to?
She's just chilling. She really is just chilling, like da da da. Probably they go out on a little date or something.
That's a start.
Yeah. She hasn't really hung out.
It's 12. I think Jacqueline has to ask Josie, who is Josie without the kids?
Who was Josie without the kids?
Because while motherhood is a lifelong thing,
Mm-hmm.
babying your kids is not.
Yeah.
And that is what Josie does.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why her kids have gotten mad at her on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
While you make your future decisions.
Yeah.
And Haley, you can help her if you have any concepts in mind, because technically it is Sabora who's supposed to redeem Josie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
They're just sitting in a room together, like
Staring at each other.
Jesse's like, I really don't fucking know. And Jesse's like trying really hard, but she's like,
maybe let's start writing things down.
Jesse's like, is that the idea? Yeah.
Magical chalkboard. Okay, so here, I'll even do one of these.
Just really.
Okay.
Jesse's like, well, I'm messy. That's for one.
Are you?
Quite.
Literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay, hold on, wait.
You're doing
Okay.
great, guys.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing your best.
Okay, so who am I? Josie.
Stop! It's just
So-
two of them in a fucking room, and Jesse's like, man.
So you said you're messy. Figuratively?
Yes.
Messy. Figure.
I should see her writing it down as the funniest thing.
Lee. Okay, what does that mean? Exactly,
I-
specifically.
Not quite organized with how I handle things.
I don't know.
That's how it feels, anyway.
So, the reason why you have to help her, Sabora, is because Josie is in denial herself about who she is
Yeah.
and the role that she plays.
Yeah.
In
Because
this
she
family.
still feels like she's not
Good enough.
Yeah. Because she feels like she messed up a lot, personally. That's why she called herself messy, because she feels like she's messed up a lot.
Okay.
She doesn't exactly say that, though, but
Yeah, we'll kind of lead into that.
yeah.
So you say you're disorganized.
Isn't it obvious? Or is it, well...
I don't think so. I think the way that you go about things is a lot more methodical than a lot of us out here, if I'm being so honest.
That sometimes isn't always the best, though, I guess.
To be organized?
Well, I guess nitpicky is how I've been.
I guess. I'll still write it.
Unless y'all didn't feel that way.
She calls Saren on the
What the fuck?
line phone. Hey Saren, do you think Josie is nitpicky?
No.
Okay, thanks. She hangs up.
Doesn't say anything else.
She calls Leaf. Hey Leaf,
What's going on?
Yes?
do you think Josie is nitpicky?
No?
Okay, thanks. She hangs
Why
up.
are you calling people in the house?
Now, hold on. She calls Lucian now. Hey Lucian,
What's going on?
Yeah?
do you think Josie is
I'm
nitpicky?
gonna throw up.
In what way?
In what way are you nitpicky?
I like to have control over things.
She likes to have control over things.
Lucian teleports.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
And he's right next to you guys.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, what are we discussing?
Josie relays what Watcher told Josie.
We're trying to figure out who Josie is without the kids.
Without y'all, basically.
So you, me, Leaf, and Saren.
And etc.
And you said you were nitpicky?
I guess so.
She also said messy figuratively and disorganized.
The way I imagine figuratively in parentheses.
Lucian looks confused. He says, you thought you were disorganized when you managed to keep a group of 3 heathens together and then added more as the years went on.
That's basically what I said.
Okay, and you said you were messy? In what way?
I guess.
Messy in managing to organize 3+ people every given day. I don't know. Wouldn't call that messy. I'd say you're pretty damn organized if you were able to manage that.
To be honest.
What was the last one? Nitpicky?
Yeah.
Nitpicky of what?
And Jesse's like,
How can you be disorganized and nitpicky?
Jesse's like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's some there's some things that I could have possibly done better.
Okay, so story of everyone's life.
You literally, didn't Straw just have like a whole redemption arc about this? I'm pretty sure I heard him and Sarah talking about it like not even an hour ago.
I'm pretty sure that's why we're all doing this whole thing. All like, how many people?
Too many?
Please don't count. Just counting.
About 30 people.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
And they're all different from each other.
That's not even everyone we know.
Nope.
That's not even
No,
everyone.
that is not everyone we know.
So, story of everyone's life.
Yeah, that is true. But Josie's like,
What? Do you think nitpicky as in you expect a lot of other people? That would be more demanding.
Josie's like, I feel like I demand too much, and I know I'd probably.
Example.
There's some things that I probably.
Example.
Fuck. Jacqueline doesn't have an example.
Not some things. Specific things.
I demanded Sabora to be a certain way when, of course, she can't be that. So,
Like what?
I guess Josie actually is like, I guess not wreck stuff up. I don't know.
So you asked her not to be a heathen.
Did I ask anything
I
of
would-
you? Sorry.
I would hope you do not want Sabora to be the raving serial killer that eats people that she once was.
Yeah.
I too would tell her, maybe don't do
please
that.
Don't do that.
Baby, don't do that. Little child, little demon baby, do not.
Jesse kind of smiles like, yeah, she used to bite Saren's leg or arm.
Yeah, he still has the scars.
Oh, he does still have the scars.
Sabora's like,
She's like, what else? I guess.
Anything positive?
yeah,
Josie's like,
that's not regarding us kids.
Josie kind of sighs and she's like, she actually thinks. It's like a hesitate. She's like,
You are so ridiculous. How did you make it this far?
I don't know.
How did you make it this far hating yourself? I mean, I can only speak on one situation in which you died, where we all revived you, okay? Why weren't there more if you felt this way about yourself?
Josie's like, well, of course I don't want to be like, I don't know. I don't want to leave the world behind. Like, that is not what I want.
Yeah, because you gotta do more protecting. Your life isn't protecting.
I know it's not.
You can't make that define you. But you are. No one here thinks that you are expecting anything of them. The problem is that you are so focused on trying to protect everyone that you won't let them try. It makes them think, me think, you don't trust us. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying too hard to protect people that are full-grown adults. Because all your life, all you have known is to protect them. That's why you gathered more along the way.
Yeah.
So you could longer prolong the whole I am a mother thing. You did it. But now we're all old. Old enough.
That is true.
What do kids do when they get old enough?
They go out to do their own little adventure.
Yeah.
Distracting things.
So Josie, what should you do?
I guess have my own.
Say goodbye.
She's like, what the fuck do I fucking do?
He looks at Sabora and he says, "Good luck," and he leaves.
Bruh. I think he helped.
Josie's like, the only thing I could think of is going on my own little journey, but we have just a day. Or less than a day now.
Yeah, not exactly journey time. So back to what I was doing. Do you have anything about yourself that you know about yourself that doesn't have to do with how you look at or treat anyone else?
Mary, I know, Mary. She's like, I guess maybe I should maybe go on a journey.
But that's not who you are. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. I just...
Let's put it like this, for Mary's sanity.
Because we're...
How is Josie ever going to find herself if she is constantly by your sides?
Yeah.
She won't.
She
Exactly.
won't. So Josie needs to...
So
Walk
she needs to make
away.
the decision to
She
leave.
needs to walk
Yeah,
away.
and Josie...
Okay.
That's why Josie's like kind of sitting here because I'm like, I know she has to walk away. And I'm like...
I felt like Lucian nailed it on the
Yeah, he
head.
did.
And y'all
He did.
saw it, and y'all said, no. Josie can't leave
Yeah,
us.
no, Josie's like...
I thought it was like, I thought it needed more than that.
Yeah, I honestly was like, I thought it really
Well,
needed
I
more
mean,
than
Josie can't just be like, I'm leaving for my children. That's not going to be helpful.
that. No, Josie's
That's
like...
not why. You need to go and be determined not to come back until you know who Josie is.
Mm-hmm.
You
So-
need to go soul searching.
Yes. With Shamil. Take your wife.
I imagine...
Go be a couple together. Figure out what y'all are together, too, while you're at
I
it.
imagine Sabora's like still looking at the whiteboard, and Josie kind of goes, and she's like,
Yeah, she'll come to that realization on her own.
"Yeah."
maybe.
And I know Sabora's like still talking.
Yeah, she's
like,
like,
she's like,
ba ba beep beep, ba 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 beep
and
beep.
Josie's like,
And she's like, oh shit.
she's like, "Hey Sabora,
huh?
I think I've decided that I'm going to take Chanel, and I think that we're going to explore a bit of CERBERUS.
Okay.
I'll still be in contact, obviously, but I think that I need to go see the world myself too.
That'll probably be a good thing.
I think you would. She's kind of like, she gets up and she's like, she hugs Sabora and she's like, I'll be around. That's what she says.
Go tell your wife. Or grab
Yeah.
her, I guess.
She'll go tell Chanel. She was like, cool! So she doesn't really give a shit.
She's cool with whatever Josie wants
She
to
don't really
do.
give a shit. Yeah, and she kind of tells it to the whole family. Like, she goes by and talks to them. Because she kind of has an idea, but not really. So
Okay,
she's
talk
like,
to each one.
yeah, she's like, oh, I have to actually talk to each one? Fuck, so are they in groups, or is this...
Archeon's with Allura and Leon, and Shanra. And Strahd and Saren are together. Who else do you need? I think that's it.
I guess the other kids, too, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Leave.
Basically everyone,
leave,
if you think
yeah.
about it.
Well, not everyone really cares much. I guess Shamil has to tell everyone. Okay.
Yeah,
Other
no, literally
timelines,
everyone for
Yeah, I
some,
was
for
gonna
some
say,
reason.
kind of both of them.
Fabian, Onyx, Spring, and Leaf, and Faith are together. They're all hanging out.
And
talking
Shamil
to
will
each
probably
other.
talk to them because she knows them.
And Lucian, he's not really with anybody.
But Shamil will go up to, I guess, her little next group. It's like, we're going on vacation. That's how Shamil sees it. Like, we're going on vacation.
Leaf says, "You're going on a vacation?
Yeah, with Josie.
Where?"
She has no idea yet. I think we're gonna go around Nick Cerberus.
For how long?
She was like, I didn't ask, actually. I just kind of came straight towards here. So,
Oh,
She kind of just told
What?
you.
yeah. It
Okay.
just happened, like...
When are you going?
I don't know. I think, Josie said, either today or tomorrow. She's talking to everyone right now.
Spring says, tomorrow?
She almost
Do
shrugged.
we have a tomorrow?
She almost shrugged, and she's like, I don't know, we got a 50-50, I guess.
Okay.
But, I mean, sounds nice.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
expedite that. Maybe go now.
Yeah, I'll tell her. Like,
Because
Oh.
we're not guaranteed tomorrow.
They give you a hug.
I'll be on call, obviously, if you want to call me or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But we're not.
that's mean.
No, y'all deserve a break.
She'll laugh.
How about you call us?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah!
There you go.
Yay.
They give you hug.
Aw, babies.
Next.
Josie goes to, I guess, Sabor. Is Sabor following her around, or she's like,
You should.
Yeah, I was about to say, she might be like shadowing.
yeah, she's like, and Josie's like, goes up to, I guess, Leon, Archeon, and Allura, because Sean,
Hi.
they're my family. She's like, hey, so I'm going to, I guess, go out and explore, or vacation, is what they call it.
Oh. Okay. How long?
No idea yet, but
She's going soul searching.
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
We all do that. That's okay. It's fun.
I'll call if something interesting happens.
For sure. And we will not call you because you will be fine on your own and we will be fine on our own.
Liam's like, he's like, I'm not allowed gunpowder within 10 feet of me.
That is why we now have robots
Robots.
to
Yay.
monitor him.
It's actually Archeon's like ring camera system. I'm gonna go watch his ass.
But they all give you a hug as well.
Aw.
Yay.
Josie goes to Sarah and Strauss and they're together. And she's like, I guess she'll use Sabora's turn for it. She's like, so I'm going soul searching? Is that what it's called?
Saren says, he looks at Sabora and says soul searching.
I was gonna say
Okay.
vacation, but
Okay.
She doesn't know when she'll be back, but she's going.
So soul searching.
yeah.
Yeah, not knowing when you're going to be back is soul searching.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Strahd says, no,
I'll call if anything
No.
interesting happens. I'm going soul searching.
she cannot go.
Because if anything...
She has to.
If
She is
anything...
mother.
She does. That's the problem.
See, I'll always be mother, but I definitely need to figure out who I am first.
She can't only be mother. Besides, we're going to
I can be Josie and I can be mother. She says she goes to Sean and she's like, I can be Josie and I can also be mother. But I need to
That's
figure out
right.
who Josie is.
This is a yaito pose. I guess.
Strong, why is he the
What did
most
you say?
fucking...
I guess.
No, what did he say before that?
I suppose.
Oh.
What did you think he said?
I thought he said I propose. Like,
What's going on?
no? No?
Ew.
Yeah.
No, that's weird.
That's why I was like, what? That's good though.
And then Josie walks away from, I guess, pouting Sean and Sarah's just chilling. Sarah's, well, they have
Saren
she
grabs Strahd by the neck and they give you a hug.
Aw.
Oh.
When it's time to strut hug Josie, he's like a reluctant hug or he does. The little pat! Love him to death. For real. Josie goes to Lucian, I guess.
Yeah, you can call him.
Yeah, she's like, little Lucian, it seems I'm going on the turn what Sabora calls it, which I thought was vacation, was soul searching.
He teleports to you.
Whoa, fuck!
And he says, oh, it's almost like you guys got my hint. Wow.
Josie's like, well, Sabora kept talking as I thought about it.
Well, I'm glad you guys connected dot 1 to dot 2. And I'm glad you're going to finally look at yourself and think about you.
Yay.
she's like, everything will be.
Because you deserve love, too.
She laughs at Lucian's little fucking hard ass. She's like, we're not doing this one.
You deserve love, too.
She laughs and she's like, I know everything will be just fine. So
We got it handled. We're a bunch of gods.
Yeah, basically.
She's like, I know I don't have to worry about any gods. And she laughs.
If
But
something goes wrong, one of the gods will figure it out.
oh, I know they will.
Especially because I'm the head of the god table now.
At the god table, huh? Well, I guess when I come back.
Don't worry, I'll be watching you.
She's like, well, when I come back, you have to tell me all about it.
I won't have to, because you could just pray to me. And I'll know all about it anyway. Because I am your patron.
Of course you are. Jesse's like, I wouldn't have chosen anyone else.
So I'll know where you are forever and always. So I don't have to worry about it.
Well, I know you don't.
And I don't even have to say goodbye, because I'm going to see you every day.
Jesse.
Everyone else gets to suffer, though.
I'm sure everyone will be fine.
I'll make sure of it for you.
Don't put too much on your plate.
Too late.
I know, too late.
Too late.
One dead dad late.
Bro.
Guess we're in the same boat.
One dead mom late. He
Jesse,
gives you a hug, though.
Jesse gives him a hug. She's like, well, peace out.
Bon voyage.
They set out on their little journey. I'm gonna miss him.
Before, so she's gonna talk to her about the wish before she leaves, and she's just gonna ask Josie and Shamil both really quick if there's anything that specifically they want from Cerberus if she gets to make the wish.
Josie sits there and she's like, well, we have lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess I don't really have something specific I do want to bring back for... Without their deaths, I don't even know if we'd be in the spot where we are now.
Right.
I think it would be nice if they came back, but I'm not too sure if I would want to wish them back. And Shimil's like, yeah, I mean, I did that, and you saw what happened. I guess if you want to wish them back, I'm all for it. If you don't, I'm just fine too.
Now who's them?
Like, Luna, Ileana.
Okay.
Like, well, I think those are the only, maybe like even Zevron. like basically all who they knew, like, coming back, all their loved ones. And Josie's basically like, it's sounds great, but also in the reality of things that we wouldn't have gotten this far without their deaths as well.
Right.
So Josie is basically saying, like, if you want to wish them all back, then so be it. I'm okay with that, completely fine. I'm also completely fine if you don't.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave that in your hands because I really don't want to wish for anything.
Okay. I thought I'd ask anyway.
I appreciate it though.
Just make sure I'm covering my bases.
Yeah, and Chanel's like, yeah, I don't think I want to be a part of Big Wishes anymore. So Chanel says that she's on Josie's back.
Okay. Bye.
They go wander off somewhere. Who knows where.
Okay.
She got a car somehow. Don't ask how. She got a car somehow.
She'll stand outside for a while and she decides to go back in to
She
everyone
like
else.
watches the car go away.
Yeah, she doesn't go back inside until you guys all get away or whatever.
They just go on chilling.
You hear a voice in your head, Josie. And it's the Watcher.
She's driving by.
And time stops.
Shit. Whoa.
And you see the door to your car disappear.
Well, that's kind of scary.
And the wheel and the seat that you are in, as well as Shamil and the very car you are in and everything around you.
Cool.
And you once again see the timeline.
It's trippy.
And the Watcher says, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this permanent?
Like like as Jacqueline the soul searching thing, or
Yes.
she says, like, in terms of like gone forever.
He says, you have spent how long being a mother?
Mm-hmm.
How long?
She says at least 50 years.
Okay. How long would it take to reverse and undo 50 years putting everyone before yourself?
Josie sits there and she's like, I cannot give an honest answer.
I can. It'll at least be half of that. So honestly, and as kindly as possible, I do say this. Are you willing to walk away from your family, from living with them and being with them and protecting them, to focus on you for potentially 25 years?
Josie says, Josie like thinks about it and she's like,
And it can't be for them.
mm-hmm.
It can't be because of them. It has to be for you.
Josie.
And you have to see why. And you feel yourself pulled as you see your life from when you were born flash before your eyes all the way to 13.
Damn.
And then you see when you had the kids suddenly under your motherhood of 13 years old and raising them and taking care of them while also helping run a city. And you see the stress and you see the pain and the hurt in your eyes and in your every action and your every move. And you see, you get older and you see that same pain and hurt, except you start to become numb to it.
Oh.
And eventually that just becomes you. You are just pain. You are just hurt.
Oh. That is Josie.
And all you are is here for the kids. You're not here for you. You're not here for anything else. You're here because they need you. No other reason. And you watch yourself get older and you watch as you find Lucian and you take him and have him join, and you watch as you get older and you start to realize one thing. This whole life that you have lived, that you put under the name Josephine Ildeshire, is anything but Josephine Ildeshire's life. It was her parents' lives. It was Leon's life. It was Sabura's life. It was Saren's life. It was Luna's life. Lucian's life. And it has been since the day you were born.
Her.
And you see all the way up until Ravenloft. And you see the actions that you made in Ravenloft in sacrificing 2 souls
Yeah.
for so many more. And you see your family get angry at you for your decisions and your actions. But in these instances, the Watcher pauses and says, you fear that they are angry with you because you expect too much of them. They are not angry with you because you expect too much of them. They are angry with you because you don't expect enough of yourself. They are angry with you because you trust everyone else so little to shoulder the burdens that you shoulder. Because you can barely shoulder them. And if you can barely do it, how could anyone else? And so they misconstrue why you do the things you do. For you not trusting them and not believing in them. Because you have spent your entire existence living for everyone else but yourself. But this is not everyone else's life. This is Josephine Ildeshire's. And you are codependent on your kids.
My babies. My babies.
And that's not healthy.
My babies.
And he brings you to the future, to the present. And you see yourself sitting back in that car and you stand outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the watcher says, can you confidently say, if Sabora called you tomorrow and said, Josie, I need your help, that you would tell her, Sabora, I love you, but you know you can handle this? Or would you come running?
Oh shit. That's tough.
Dude.
That's tough. So
Because you not going running to help her is not you abandoning her. And it's not you not loving her. It's you trusting her and understanding she is powerful enough
she is.
and strong enough and wise enough to make the right choice and decision.
Yeah, that's what Josie was saying. Like she looked back on what the Watcher showed her, and then kind of felt bad for herself, really. And then she was like, "Well, they can handle it because they're so damn strong, bro."
Because you made them that way.
So cute.
But how strong do you have to be to shoulder everyone else's lives as if they were your own? Josephine, death is inevitable. Some people are meant to die.
And she's like,
However, your family, not one of them will die in early death, and you know it.
she's like, yeah.
Especially not now, not anymore.
Josie nods and she's like, they're strong.
So can you say you will not return until you have started living for yourself?
Josie thinks about basically what the Watcher showed her. And she thinks about her kids in the terms of like, well, if I run to them, that means I don't love them. She's like, no, they can actually, I think they're just fine. They really are just fine. And she's like, yes, I'll be able to.
The car resumes and you feel yourself back in your body.
Josie's like, that was weird.
And Tabora, you hear another redeemed. And Josie, black line appears around you and turns white.
Josie sighs. She sighs,
The sigh of
genuinely.
relief I take every time someone's redeemed.
Sigh.
Every single
Take
time.
a shot. Take a shot. And she's like, oh my fucking god. Well, Sephora,
Yeah, that's fucking
guess
great.
whose turn it is?
Oh shit.
Don't say oh shit like that.
Now does this thing happen immediately or do I have to go
Yeah.
talk? Oh fuck.
I mean, it had been like maybe another hour
As
since that
soon as
time.
you hear, no, because time froze for you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
As soon as you watch the car drive off and you turn around and you hear another redeemed, time stops.
Oh shit.
Time stops
And you
here.
see darkness encroach around everything around you. And everything gets consumed.
Oh my god.
Except for you.
That's crazy.
And you feel yourself fall. And as you suddenly land, you see mirrors stand around you.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a place you once were. Cerberus' mind.
Oh my god. Sorry, this is Sabora when the fucking she gets yeah. This is literally her.
Oh my god.
And you hear Cerberus say, "You have redeemed all but yourself. So, now is your time. I am a being of my word. I will allow you to make a wish, or multiple wishes, and if I deem it worthy, I will make it come true. If they are not, I will continue to consume all that is this universe and start anew. Say your piece for what you wish."
Damn, I need to go pee. I'm getting excited.
Okay. Can I ask Cerberus questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not going to tell you if something is quote-unquote redeemable or not redeemable, though.
Right. Let me ask Mary questions first.
Okay.
So, when I texted you the other day, you said that I can't erase memories or fix past mistakes. Okay.
It's supposed to be a little vague, but you take that as you will.
Yeah.
I gave you an example in that situation, though, of like if your character did something wrong.
Yeah.
And you went back and was like, well, I want to fix that specific thing.
Right.
Or if you want to go back and erase all the bad things that you guys have done or been through because you want a better life.
Uh-huh.
That may not technically be redeemable either.
Right.
Alternatively, you could also just tell Cerberus to go fuck off and make a universe somewhere else.
That sounds mean. Okay. So. Let me go through my little bullet points here for a second.
Okay.
Here's your Terran figurine.
Oh, thank you.
Here's your Terran.
For support.
I'm like, what the hell?
For these support in these trying times. It's cold as fuck.
It's chilly.
Ain't no crackers in my soup.
Okay. My first wish is that I wish to reinstate the third timeline and return Nyx and Earth to it.
Okay.
Interesting. My homes!
But that doesn't... Not second timeline Earth, but like... Third timeline Earth. Have it, the way it was before it all exploded. For my... Oh, Lord.
How many wishes does she get?
As many as she wants.
As many as she wants.
So, you get as many wishes as you want, but they have to accumulate if you make multiple wishes to enough to consume all of Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
And as you remember, he's consumed everything thus far except for the fourth and the second timeline.
Uh-huh.
So, a lot of wishes or one big wish.
Yeah, let's put back the first two, the first timeline in as well.
Okay.
Because that's might as well do both if we're gonna do one. For my third wish, I do want to bring back some people. I want to bring back Asmodeus first of all, because he didn't deserve to die for Sabora's mistake. If that wasn't even something that was in the cards in the first place, if she didn't let some fucking Julie into her mind. She wants to bring back Lathander. She wants to bring back Luna and Reese.
Siren.
Yeah, and Siren. She wants to bring back Eliana and Ferranos and Zeron. She wants to bring back Myra, but she wants to bring back Myra like as her own person,
Okay.
not like a inhabitant of Fabian.
Inhabitant.
How much power do you think I have left of Cerberus?
I mean, it depends. How much more do you want left?
I don't know.
Because you've made 2 timelines, and would you like him to restore all that he has taken thus far?
Remind me what all he's taken?
He's taken the in-between Limbo, for one. He's taken the Shadowfell, all of the other, like, dimensions.
Yeah, probably put those back.
Okay. What about the elves?
The Fey Gods? Oh god.
Who he consumed?
Yeah.
They all went to spring, didn't they?
Yep.
So that would take...
But they did die.
Yeah, that would take Spring's power away, but maybe she'd want that.
Up to you.
Yeah, let's bring back the Fey Gods.
Okay.
Put that back to being right. Let's... Saboro also wants to recreate Barovia, but not as a prison for Strahd, but like as it was its own
In his
little
childhood?
thing. Yeah, but
Okay.
also pretty and not goth.
Can't do.
There's 2 I'm debating on whether I want to do them or not. No, I'm not gonna do that. She does want to revive the Blood Hunters
Okay.
that were the victims of both Julia and Mask, yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah. That's all I got, really.